download from Triple J.
For more music, current affairs, comedy and culture, triplej.net.au.
And now... Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, schoolers and shareholders, cops and crims, spivs and pers, cadets and probationary constables, hoods and dobbers, punks and squealers, senior sergeants and badass dudes, heroes of Australian crime and law enforcement, including Ronald and Peter Ryan, Christine Nixon, members of the Barana Task Force, the cast and crew of Underbelly, Mick Gatto, Chopper Reed, Mad Dog Cox, Super Cop Mick Kelty, Lenny McPherson, Roger Rogerson, Mr. Rent-A-Kill Christopher Dale Flannery, and that stupid red-headed clown with the shades from CSI Miami. Welcome to the Festival of the Boots Part 1. Welcome to the AFL Grand Final. Welcome to the MCG on that one day in September. Welcome to Blood and Bone, episode 2008. Sit down. You are rocking the boat. Football lovers, Australian television is going through a golden age. Not since the great era of Solo One starring Paul Cronin, Hunter with Logie winner Gerard Kennedy in the title role, Homicide with the Big Four, Lively Len Teal, the Big A Alwyn Kurtz, Twinkle Toes McDermott and the Mad Copper Michael Pate, and Division 4 with Kennedy again in the role of Cragg has the discerning and quality-obsessed Australian viewing public been so blessed with night after night of superb world-class police drama as it has this year. Look at the evidence. Exhibit 1. City Homicide, a show that exposes the seamy underside of Melbourne crime and corruption with the troublesome of Shane Bourne, Noni Hazelhurst and Daniel McPherson banging heads and cracking the hard cases every Monday night. Exhibit 2, Rush, a racy, gritty after-hours show that plunges into the cesspit of reality as only 3 cops see it. They book the dirty grubs and dickheads unearthed in darkened rooms, surrounded on all sides by plague-infested rats and pouting hot chicks clad only in Elmer Person underwear, just squealing for it. No wonder viewers are camped on the lounge, scorping Tuesdays in record numbers. These crime fighters have to operate completely outside the law to achieve justice. And now to Exhibit 3, the third prong of this wave of locally grown police drama is The Strip, a glamour fest set in the schoolies' paradise of the Gold Coast, where amongst the high-rise, the sand, the sun and the scantily clad, diseased sicko pervert types lurk and breed unchecked. It's up to F.J. Holden and Aaron Jeffrey to round them up, crack scones and lock them away forever. These are true life Aussie dramas that tell our crime stories as only we can with our stars. This trio of top-shelf police dramas make those imported, clapped-out, gutless efforts like NCIS, Law and Order, SVU and Criminal Intent and the CSI franchise seem pathetic attempts at punchless play school fairy tales for those with more beanies than teeth. In that imported rubbish, nothing looks real because it is not real. They are junk. This year, as part of the Australian magnificent assault of top-rating crime, and to celebrate football's sesquicentenary, Australian television proudly presents arguably the greatest crime show on earth, the 2008 AFL Grand Final. Ladies and gentlemen, in conjunction with the AFL, Triple J presents The Boot, Part 1, the 150th installment of Blood and Bone, Chapter 2008. Sit down. You are rocking the boat. In March, the Blood and Bone series began with 16 suspects spread out across the nation. One by one, they've been weeded out through the diligent work of Operation Chopper's Jacket, a secret unit created inside the AFL, headed up by Commissioner Andrew Demetriou, supported by Senior Sergeants Kevin Cheating Sheedy and Lethal Lee Matthews, with the head-kicking Sam Newman seconded from footy show duties when the load became too great. They began work sworn to secrecy. Originally, they found no suspicious circumstances, but on closer examination, Operation Chopper's Jacket unearthed an intricate criminal underworld of conspiracy. Many teams pretended to be something they were not. Operation Jacket went undercover and found a criminal network of suspicious gold umpires, shady trainers with go fast gear, unticketed quacks operating along the boundary line, and money-hungry journalists on the tape and in the pocket of venal club administrations who put incompetent and barely literate players on the park week after week. It was hard, dirty work getting at the truth, but someone had to do it over and over again. The crime that Operation Chopper's Jacket unearthed was simply being shit out. As the Blood and Bone series unfolded in 2008, the twists and turns of the task force revealed the dud, the cod ordinary, and the wooden spooners. They named names, including Swan, Spineless Spider Everett, Docker, Dismal Des Headlands, Magpie, Alan, Stonker, Didac, Eagle, Daniel, Cactus, Kerr, and Bomber Spearhead Matthew, the loser Lloyd. They have all been charged and await sentencing. Charged with failure in front of the big sticks. Failure to win the contested ball. Failure to do the 1% things. And failure to take a grab on the park time and time again. But the task force didn't just toss individuals into the clink. Whole teams had to be weeded out and exposed as underperforming duds. Teams like the dreadful Dockers, the ratchet Demons, the sponge-throwing Eagles, the pop-gun Bombers, and the pipsqueak Brisbane Lions, who were so bad their coach quit. Ladies and gentlemen, today, Blood and Bone and Operation Chopper's Jacket climaxes 6 months of hard slog 24/7. But the work has not been in vain, as the task force has uncovered and exposed for the first time the scandal of systemic failure in the ranks of the AFL. Today at the G, we are still left with a riddle wrapped up in a column of smoke. But in a few hours, the smoke will clear and Operation Chopper's Jacket will reveal the final dud of 2008. The interrogation is about to get underway. The MCG is ready for the searching hard questions. And today, helping the team from Operation Jacket, posing the hard questions behind the boundary line card table, are those two super sleuths who don't mind waterboarding grubs to get at the truth. They are Senior Detective Rampaging Roy Slaven and a recently promoted Deputy Commissioner H.E. Nelson. Are you there, Commish?
Yes, thanks very much indeed, King Willie Otto in the soundproof booth. Good afternoon, Australia, and welcome to the MCG on that one day in September. Welcome to the Boot Part 1. Welcome to the AFL Grand Final in 2008. Australia, this afternoon, the great game of football will once again be played for the highest principles on the planet. Those principles are simply peace through violence, of harmony through application of physical brutality and excessive drinking, of everyone shutting up and being just like us, or they'll cop a great kicking up the arse. If you've just logged in from the space shuttle or the far side of the planet Goosebane, let me fill you in. Today in the Boot Part 1, the Geelong Cats, captained by tip-top toe Tom Harley and coached by the sandwich-eating bomber Thompson, take on for the flag the Happy Cheatham from Hawthorn in the Wee and the Pooh, captained by Sam Mitchell and coached by the former wearer of the Wee and the Pooh, Alistair Clarkson, for 2008's ultimate praise. My very good friends, the best coverage of the Boot Part 1 tickle your TV to the AFL channel down your end of the swamp. That is on the Football Channel, and turn down the sound and turn up Triple J! Australians, sadly, we are living in a digital divide. There's bugger all we at Triple J can do about it. The government has promised to fix it with a grant from the Future Fund, but so far, nothing. This divide means that Triple J listeners will know the score slightly in advance of the television pictures. Listeners to the Boot may have more satisfaction this afternoon listening online. But now, let's get it on by introducing you to a man who loves September. That man has not missed a grand final in 27 years and he's tipped the winner in all but 2. Rampaging Roy Slaven, welcome to September, welcome to the MCG, welcome to the Boot Part 1 in 2008. What brings you back to the G every time at this time of year? Buddy.
Thanks very much, H.G. Nelson. Hello, world. And the atmosphere brings me back, HG. And can I just say right from the off here, a lot of people have been sceptical about global warming, you know, your Andrew Bolt types and what have you. Can I put it on the record now and say here in 2008 we have officially the hottest grand final ever.
Is that right?
That's
hottest
right.
Even more than 87?
Yep. This is the hottest grand final ever. Now, what the impact is going to be on the players at this stage, I've no idea. I mean, they're in the air-conditioned comfort of the dressing rooms at the moment, so they're going to really feel it when they come. I don't know about you, whether you're feeling it or not, but when I arrived in the G, there's hardly any wind in here. No. And the temperature is extraordinary. I'd put it around 35, 36 degrees and climbing.
Isn't that incredible? I love to bring my car in here and park it here because it's got a very good thermometer in it that you can tell from inside the temperature outside.
I call that the outdoor thermal sensor. Yes. Yes. And isn't that a great thing to have in a car these days?
It is. Fantastic.
You can just flick a switch and see what it's like outside. It's just amazing.
I'd love to be here in the car because if we leave the motor running, obviously
we could cool down.
But we could be cool. Never mind the fact that we're adding the global warming. Roy, we were here from about 10:30 and pretty much entertainment. I was here for the sprints.
Yes.
Obviously the final will be at half-time, but there were some tremendous sprints early on. Simon Wiggins came out from Carlton, ran third, I think, in his heat. And
isn't that a great result?
It's a great result for the Carlton people. Yes. And so far, obviously, the face painting out of this world.
Yes.
And can I just say, for people who didn't come early, they've missed an opening ceremony, and I'm using that word advisedly here, pre-match entertainment, better than the opening ceremony itself.
Look, to see Jezelenko again, the great Alex Jezelenko,
On that
just sitting in the back of that car being driven around. I mean, there's a memory. I mean, you never forget something like that, do you? As a matter of fact, I had forgotten it because the same thing happened last year from memory. But it was better this year, wasn't it? More memorable.
More memorable. And I tell you what, the drummers came on.
Oh,
and
didn't they make the Chinese outfit look like rubbish with your bloody opening ceremony?
It was rubbish. It was rubbish. And then Ian Moss played his way through up there Kazali and added, I think, about 100 notes per, say, 4 bars.
I know.
That poor old Mike Brady never thought of him putting in.
No,
it's just great.
Just fantastic.
And wait till you see Angry Anderson coming out to sing Bound for Glory later on.
I know. I know. And to see
flooding
those kids actually, I don't know who the girls were, what we call a girl band, standing on the roof of the NCG singing. I mean, none of us could see what was going on, but all we could just hear it. It was fantastic. I said to you, who are they? And you said, I don't know.
And on come the umpires now. Sadly, we can't call them the White Maggots anymore because they're in red and black today in the Essendon colours. Roy, obviously...
Look at Jeff Kennett. That was Jeff we just saw at NHG blowing by. Good to see Jeff Kennett associated with the Hawthorn football club. Hasn't he turned them around?
He has. He's talking about a dynasty there, Roy. Can he have a dynasty in the Hawthorn? Here we come, Buddy, out through the... he's oiled up nicely, Buddy. Here's Cappuccino.
There's Jeff again,
he's tremendous with Croft. They're doing it for Croft today, obviously.
Doesn't he relate to the players?
He does. Look at him. He's very hands-on. He's very much the.
He's one of them.
He's
one of them. That's what I like about it. And getting Paul Lennon, it might have been the former Tasmanian...
to tip in?
To tip in 15 million to the Hawthorn. So the Tasmanian Hawthorn team now.
Do you feel as though the Tasmanians are involved in this?
I do. You can sense it, can't you? You can sense the Apple Isle is here with us today.
Hawthorn onto the MCG first, and they've got a magnificent run through endurance, mateship, courage and sacrifice. The enduring themes of the game that supported it so well for the past 150 years. And look, I don't like that. I don't like that. Children involved in the AFL Grand Final. No, that's dead wrong. It's a game for blokes, hard-drinking blokes, fit blokes who are prepared to go the knuckle. It brings me to some of those great Hawthorn heroes of yesteryear, Dipper and Dermy, who say it's going to be a bloodbath. Roy, is there any chance there'll be a bloodbath?
Look, I think there is a good chance to be a bloodbath. I think, I think the thinking, generally speaking, is that, there's a hell of a lot of daylight between the Cats and every other team in this competition this year. And a lot of teams have gone out there with the philosophy of, we're not going to be able to beat them with skill, let's bash them up. It hasn't really worked. I mean, it might have worked once. I think they dropped one game this year.
Collingwood.
Against Collingwood, who bashed them up. Who bashed them up.
Close tackling.
Yeah, close tackling. And I think that's what the Hawthorn... And Crawford, he's no stranger to close tackling. He likes marking a blow. He likes inappropriately going the thumb, that sort of thing. And he's got to lead from the front because he's not going to be here again.
No, this is the last time he might say farewell without a... he's been playing since 1991 or 1981, I forget.
Well, it might have been 1891. He's been around for a while.
A lot of games, and then we see the team there with what a strong midline it is. Crode, Hodge, obviously the quarterback general there, Mitchell in the middle, the skip, and then Buddy Franklin, who incidentally got 100 roots up this year before he got his 100 goals. Wasn't that a great achievement from old Shagger Franklin?
Is that fantastic? And all the girls are here, HG, I believe.
They are. They're all sitting together.
They're all sitting together, which is a nice touch.
It's the AFL.
Well, he bought them tickets.
The AFL gave him a few tickets. Come on, boy. I don't think Buddy's going to, even though he's a virtual millionaire, he's not going to lash out and pay the roots.
No, they have to pay their own way. That's
fantastic. But it is a great double.
It's a beautiful story, isn't it?
A beautiful story. And what a great story the whole Franklin story is.
It is. I'm hoping Channel 7 will turn into a mini-series.
Sort of along the lines of Underbelly.
Yeah.
Booting and rooting.
Yeah, that's it.
And, of course, the Cats... would it be an advantage to stay in the air-conditioned comfort, Roy, for a few seconds longer?
Well, indeed. I think we're going to see the ice packs on the sideline, actually. I think we're going to... And when was the last time we saw that in the AFL Grand Final? I don't think we ever have.
No, that's true. Well, 87, from memory, is the last
that was hot, yeah. But this is hotter.
This is hot. It's amazing. I think Carlton won in 87.
Yeah, they did.
Sticks Kernahan leading from the front.
They did. They were heat specialists.
Heat specialists. Now, injuries, Roy. Hodge and Crode. Hodge obviously well publicised ribs last weekend. Crody with the ankle. And then on the other side, we've got Chapman off the kitty litter and out of the category. And Chapman, I think it was a hamstring. Do you have a go at him? Do you have a go at him, Roy, those injuries?
I think you've got to sort them out. I mean, I'd be, examining Crode. I would. And isn't it good to have the name Crode associated with the grand final? I don't think we've had a Crode in the grand final before, actually.
No, I think it's the first time.
And I tell you what, I'm seeing it as a battle between Crode and Roughhead for the dire medal.
The Diametal now, coming to the Diametal.
No, we'll get to the die later when
We will.
it's
and
due.
the cat's just about to come on.
Yeah.
Obviously, they won last year. For those who haven't followed football at all, they got a chance of going 2 on the trot. And here's the skip, Tom Harley, leading him on to the ground. I think that might be Hunt, just to the right there of the number 2. Ling, of course.
Ling, yeah.
That mad blood nut Ling. And
Well, you've got to have a blood nut in your team these
you
days.
do.
And if there's any criticism of the Cats, they don't have, of Hawthorn, they don't have a blood nut.
No, that's right, a blood nut.
They got a crow.
They got Crow, and they got the Shagger.
And they got a roughhead.
They got Roughhead, Crow and Roughhead, and they got Bolo Buddy.
Yeah.
Now, look...
I always think these bonding sessions, just before we work out a song for them. It's a chance... Well, what's going through the player's mind is what Harley's telling them. Boys, we'll get out there and win. Words to that effect. This is it, boys.
By booting more than them.
Yeah, back to back. Let's think back to back. 2 on the... Or we might have used 2 on the trot, your phrase. Which I prefer to back-to-back, to be honest, because back-to-back makes no sense to me.
2 on the trot. Meaningful. Now, the stars today, obviously you've got, as we see, Scarlett and I think Milburn wandering away from us. Yeah. Harley holding them here. Maybe you should take this run on because this is an exciting part of the game. He's got them there. He's got them steady in the gaze. Here they go. On they come off the kitty litter and onto the MCG all the way from Geelong. That wonderful team, the current premiers of the AFL. Here they come, the Geelong Cats. What's their sign say?
The time has come. We are Geelong. Stand as one. Doesn't quite rhyme, does it?
No.
Come and then one. It's close, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, it has a sort of...
I would like to use the word bum there, like with come. Just as an idea. I mean, I don't want to do this, run through.
It's a rum idea, if you ask me.
Rum, bum and come. Now, look, we've obviously, now that we've got them onto the ground, we can see Varco in the number 5 running away, and obviously 27 Stokes, important player there, little player, forward line, get a hard job up front, having to kick goals.
He's good at the 1% things, though.
He's very good at the 1%. We've got stars, obviously. We've got Gary Ablett on.
Well, is there a bigger star in the game at the moment?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
He dipped out on the ground, mate. But,
no, and was there a bigger star actually in 89?
Than the old man? No, there wasn't.
I don't
Let's forget that. Let's reprise that briefly for people. Obviously, Hawthorn got a big go on, and Gary Ablett brought them back into the game single-handedly to lose by 5 points. The other side, of course, with Buddy. How do you deal with Buddy, the 100-ton, the ton-up shagger and ton-up goal kicker?
Yes. Yeah. No, you're absolutely right. Is old Gary here? I looked for him. I couldn't find him.
Well, he came in pretty well.
Yeah. Right.
He's had a bit of snooze.
Right.
Now, bald-headedness, Roy. I know you're very critical of the Geelong camp.
Well, they do have a lot, don't they?
They do.
It's almost a little unsightly. And you've got to think, well, is this a conscious thing on behalf of selectors? With team management, did they make a conscious decision, a few years ago to say, all right, well, we're going to build a team around blood nuts and baldness?
Yeah. Blood nuts and baldness is an odd idea, isn't it? Yeah. Normally you'd go for good kicking and speed. You would. But to look top down instead of bottom, often look at the feet. How good they are with their feet. But no, they've looked at how good they are, from the forehead up. Yeah. Now, let's go to the Diametal. As everybody knows, each year Triple J awards the Diametal for the person who does the least in an AFL Grand Final. Relatively recent winners have been Barry Hall got it 2 on the trot, and then before that it might have been Heath Shaw got it 1 year.
Right.
Obviously, there's been a suggestion on behalf of the listeners that we have a makeover of the medal, Roy. And
there was a suggestion of making it the Dyer Hall medal. Because, let's face it, I think Barry's the only 2-time winner.
He is the only 2-time winner. Last year, of course, it was a countback, and I think Potlock won it from Westhoff.
He did. Yeah, he just. Yeah.
He both did bugger off. Yeah. And, it was a hard thing.
Well, it was almost going to be a shared. It was Dyer, wasn't it? Yeah.
That was
very close, yeah.
Roy, who do you like for the Dyer Hall medal this year? I mean, Stephen Gillum comes to mind.
Yeah, well, look, I do come to this with a little bit of bias actually. I'm seeing it as coming from the Hawks outfit, and...
do you think Buddy could get it? The big 3, the 100 reach, the 100 goals in the Dyer?
I would love Crow to get it. Hey, wouldn't you? And I think, I think that'd bring a lot of sunshine and a lot of smiles on a lot of kiddies. Yeah.
And what I like about Crode is his first name's Trent.
Well,
Trent
speaking of
Crode.
first names, actually, I'm glad you raised that because it's great to see the name Cyril associated with the grand final again. I think you could go back to the 20s or 30s to see a Cyril. When was the last time we had a Cyril?
Well,
not in our lifetime.
no,
We call it Cyril.
No, that's true. That's true. A marvellous addition, Cyril Rioli.
Yeah.
I think plays on the half forward mainly for the Cats. He got a few goals last week.
Yes.
And I've got to say is that Cyril, Dyer Hall and Cyril, there's a ring to it.
There he is, isn't there?
I don't think he's got a hope of getting
No. Look, I'd say, Roughhead's got a better chance, and certainly Crode, as mentioned before. Look, you can't rule out Luke Hodge.
No, well, no, that would be a bit of a surprise, but you can't rule him out.
can't.
Because he's out there and he's got a chance.
Well, everyone's got a chance,
Look, we might take this short break and come back to the G and the Boot Part 1 in a moment.
This is Operation Boot, rooting out football failure on your crime, and more crime network, Triple J.
Stress, mortgage, interest rates, council rates, bills. Pressure from the family. Need of a new car, new house, school fees, food. It's endless. You need a bit of me time. Crystal Spa Gardens is a haven for those trapped in the mad maze of modern mayhem. Think how pleasant it would be to check in and lie back with the following treatments available 24/7. A lime wash enema, a hot rock workout, a cucumber-cooled liquefied half-mud face pack, a fish-chilled lead blanket that can reduce stress levels to 0, a hot olive oil hose to replenish nervous energy, and finally, share a pyramid with a genuine American Indian chief in full regalia where you sit in the silence of eternity, broken only by the Comanche drums of harvest. Crystal Spa Gardens, a place to forget where you're up to your neck in debt.
Art lovers, they said it could never happen, but it has. La Stupenda is back. Bigger, brighter, and heavier than ever. Joan Sutherland has always dreamed of reprising the role that put her on the international opera map as a sprightly 47-year-old. That role was her unforgettable Juliet in Verdi's smash Romeo and Juliet. But in Opera Australia's new production of this timeless tale of two houses torn apart by heavy petting, La Stupenda doubles up as Romeo, Mercutio, Tybalt, the nurse, and still has time to hold down the tricky title role of Juliet. And just before the long break, La Stupenda brings the house down with her performance of a recently discovered aria for the Arras, stage left, which was omitted from the original. Supporting Dame Joan on this.
Yes, sorry we had to interrupt that breathe there. It's almost time for the national anthem, and here we have Bob Thompson. He's going to sing the national anthem.
It looked like it, didn't it? A lot of people would love to see
How are we
that.
going with the anthem? Is it almost ready? Is it queued up? Nowhere near it. There's Long Spring now. Great blood nut, grew his hair for the match today, and he's singing it today.
Oh,
wow.
look at that.
These are a couple of Buddy's roots.
Oh, great.
Becomes a man, he must do the best he can to live his life and find his childhood dream. I've had the good times and the bad, but the bigger I've had was when I found that girl that thought of only me. Thank you for your smile and the love that's in your eyes. And thank you for a heart that's big and true. Thank you for the many things you are, my love. Let me thank you for just being you.
Yes, a tremendous reading as usual of the national anthem. And here's Scotty McLaren, one of the umpires this afternoon, shaking hands with the players. I think that might be Mark Vozzo there, one of the other umpires, Michael Vozzo, and Shawnee Ryan bringing up the rear there, although these two might be the boundary umpires. And I think they're using a system, Roy, of 4 boundary umpires.
Isn't that a great thing? We've been arguing that for years.
Would you like to see more officials?
Yes, I would. I mean, you could persuade me at the MCG that you could have 4 either side.
And would it wear the ruckman out, do you think, if, obviously don't have to get there much quicker?
Yes, they would.
Look, here's a couple of blokes hugging each other, enjoying the moment. Obviously there, the happy number 6 for Hawthorn, and, oh, Lord, Mark Williams, the goal kicker. There he is with and here's some late skills here, really good skills. There's Croft, they're doing it for Croft.
Yeah, old Croft, look at old Croft. Look, he's trying.
1891 he started playing. Yeah. It's incredible.
And why isn't he in the middle there doing the talking?
I don't know. He's
sort of on the outside there. They're ignoring him.
And of course he did
he's trying to burrow in and say, here I am, boy.
Yeah, listen to me. And of course he did some of his best work as Hank Bolger.
I do. That was groundbreaking, wasn't it? It precursed Underbelly, really, as a groundbreaking series, didn't it?
And here comes Tom Harley up too, very cool and calm. Tom Harley. The whole thing about this today is we have the wee and the poo behaving like a little bit of gastric blurting out of the back box.
That's right.
And the coolness of the Cats, isn't it? It's a great contrast.
It is a great, it is a great contrast.
And Sam Mitchell coming
And who can forget the last time these two teams met, HG? There wasn't much in it, about 20 points, I think.
5 points.
5 points.
In a grand final.
No, not in the grand, earlier this year.
15 points, I think, but don't quote me on that. Could have been 17 points. Not much in it.
And they're so, I mean, Crawford's saying that, the Cats are better than they were this time when they last met.
Right, he's saying that the Geelong got the first win of the afternoon with Harley obviously winning the toss and kicking towards the city end.
And how often do we see that, Sheik? Whoever wins the toss wins the game. 97, 98% of times.
You've done some stats.
Yeah.
I had no idea, and of course there's the Hawthorn huddle there. Roy, when you think about this match though, what they have to do is the Hawthorn have to be able to upset the suave, kicking the contest, ice cool approach of the Cats, and obviously dismantle that.
They've got to get them out of the clinical zone, don't they?
The clinical zone.
Because they've been in the clinical comfort zone all year, apart from that one loss.
To Collingwood. It was hard tackling, but I think they'll be ready for it this afternoon, so everything's almost in readiness, unnecessary dwelling on the blood now. So here's Hodge coming to line up in centre half back where he does really marshal the troops and will thrust forward. You can see now the shape of the ground, Roy, it's a telling time, isn't it?
It is a telling time. And look, I hope we don't get these shots, from I think I'm looking at the monitor here, HG. Most unsettling seeing the view ahead.
It is.
It's never worked, has it? No, it just unsettles me. It can make some people violently ill.
I know. And so now there's Gary Ablett to one of the baldies in the number 20. Matthew Stokes there on the little fiery one. And look at he looks like he might
looks like Luke Hodge.
Yeah, Hodge and Stokes there. Surprise. And Hodge.
Well, there's your first upset. In terms of unsettling, yes.
And we're underway now. There's obviously Hawthorn.
Oh, hello, it's already started.
Stokes is getting into it too. Oh, that's great. And there's the shagger, 100, the ton-up shagger there with Matthew Scarlett. No surprises there. We're getting some big blokes in on Hodge.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, Stokesy.
Yes. Well.
Oh, yes, nothing like this. Dermy and Dipper are right. Somebody's going to be carried off dead this afternoon. We're underway in the boot part 1, and Geelong get the first clearance. It's a bottle up there. Ablett goes in. He gets the ball knocked away. Ling in there. No surprise, there'll be another ball up. A ball up. And
all right, already we're seeing an arm wrestle, aren't we?
An arm wrestle. Tactics early, Roy. Obviously, Hawthorn have to bottle it up.
Well, maintain position.
Yeah. Buddy, the hunter.
Whoever controls position ultimately wins the game.
Absolutely right. And here's the first clearance now, and away it comes now. I think it's got to be a free, and it's got to go back. Scotty McLaren's plucked a free out there. Back to Ling. No surprises there. He gets it on to Bartell. Bartell up over the half-forward line. The first entry into the 50. Ball comes off hands. It's picked up, I think, by Hodge there and away. it comes to a Hawthorn player just in front of the card table here. It comes up a nice pass.
Yes,
there,
nice
very
pass.
easy.
Very
On to
good.
Buddy. He could kick a ball from here for Buddy on his good day. Sadly, usually
Not in this heat.
no, not it'll wear the foot out. He goes in towards the centre. Out quite the centre square.
Bad kick.
Straight
That
to
was
Mackie.
nerves. That was nerves.
Mackie with the ball at centre half, almost half back.
Well, they'll
line.
be ruining that. That was a
Handball
great
over
opportunity
the
to get
top.
the psychological
they're getting
advantage.
bottled up here. Milburn, I think, has to kick it. He kicks it beautifully.
Aren't they
along the line
cool?
there.
Aren't they cool under pressure?
Selwood up over the top onto Ling, the blood nut. He goes forward as he found somebody there. No, it's off. Oh, no, good mark for Hogg. Completely outplayed Matthew Stokes there. Away on the far side now. As things, and a bad miss there. He should have done a bit better there.
Oh, no,
And
this
it's
could go
Corey.
pear-shaped.
Corey back it goes. He's got a chance. They've been inside. Here it comes back into the middle onto Cameron Ling. Cameron Ling plays on. Kicks it into the 50.
Here we go. On attack. Anyone there? Yes.
Lonigan with a mark there. Right
Well,
in
this
the-
could take the crowd right out of it with an early set shot. Should it deliver the 6?
Roy, you've had a look at Tom Lonigan in the rooms. How is he coping without the kidneys and the liver and the pancreas?
Yeah, what a good cricket. I tell you what, I'll get to that in a moment, but hasn't Ling injected himself into this game? It's Ling's game already,
It
isn't
is. Ling
He's the linchpin. He's the go-to man
absolutely.
in both attack and defence.
And obviously, it's a hell of a
Yeah.
story. This Ling to Lonigan could be the story of the
It
afternoon.
could well be, especially if this has a fairy tale ending, and it
Yes,
does.
there it is. The first goal in Geelong of this first blood here in the boot part 1. It's 1 goal, plays nothing.
This is the Festival of the Boot Part 1, Episode 2008. Sit down, you are rocking the boat. The AFL Grand Final, live on Triple J.
And we're watching a replay now. Ling's pass onto the forward line where it's beautifully weighted for Lonigan.
Beautifully weighted. And I put that down. That's Ling's goal, isn't it?
Ling's goal, absolutely right, Roy. That was Ling's goal. It was probably Selwood's goal who kicked it to Ling and then he kicked it on to Lonigan. But
well,
so
that's
far,
true.
I think Hawthorn have to get in much closer now. I wouldn't want to see them be 4 or 5 goals down in the next, say, 2 minutes.
No.
Because it'd be all over.
I don't think anyone would want to see that. No. We want to see a contest here today.
We do.
You're absolutely right.
And, of course, they got a tap away there, but Chance Bateman picks up the ball. It might be probably a free to the Hawthorn player. I know he's played a ball up there. Very brave
Very
from
brave. And I
Michael
tell you what,
Boswell.
HG, Bateman, I worry about hair on a hot day like that.
I know.
I mean, they're having that hair. I mean, has he thought this through?
I don't think he's
Why
thought
didn't he
this
balled up knowing it was going to be a hottie?
He should have, because they obviously Geelong did, and they balled up beautifully. As this great playing forward there, 1% thing. I don't know what he's going to rule here. I think it's going
Caught
to be
with the
a ball
ball.
up.
Caught with the ball, sure. He had an opportunity to get rid of it.
Yeah, but he did.
He did.
He did.
He
He's
did.
going to leave the studio and go home and never watch AFL again, Roy. Anyway, there's a sandwich eating Bomber Thompson in the box there. Tapped down by the Hawks, tapped away by another ball.
Throw the ball up. He didn't have a chance to get rid of it. I accept a ball up there, but not in that earlier circumstance. And this is what drives people berserk.
It does. No consistency.
No
Jimmy
consistency.
Bartell at the bottom of the pack. There's a bloke who's had 100 roots and 100 goals this year. He's done lots of grunting and poking all year, and it's a tap away there by the Geelong ruckman who didn't get very far, and now it's I know he's played a Geelong kick to Bartels. He gets the ball away onto Ablett.
Ablett, look at him go.
First one. He'll get the ball back here too. There it is from Scarlett back to Ablett. Ablett running beautifully. He gets the
look
ball
at
away to
that.
Ling. Ling's got it on a string, and sadly, the Hawthorn have the ball back now. They go one way and then the other way. Here they've got a chance to go forward now. He's Buddy. He's at the wrong end of the ground. He should be up the other end. Buddy looking for a root still, and he's kicked it
it's
straight
gonna
out.
go out.
Wow, it's a beautiful kick from Buddy. Buddy.
Oh, no,
Ling.
Ling's buggered. He's gone. That knee, that right knee.
Oh, we
he
thought
took it
about
there.
that. Yes, that's right.
Oh,
That's
no,
good.
he's gone. Okay, it's all over.
Oh, he's coming. Oh, no, he's run back onto the field.
Has
Gee, that
he?
was a quick recovery. Just a little bit of the
Well,
magic
they have
sponge.
extraordinary recuperative powers.
They do on a
don't
hot
they?
day. It's terrific. Geelong with the ball now. Back to Bartell. Bartell has to go backwards to go forwards. He's found a runner on the far side. 2 players going in front of each other. It's knocked over the boundary line and out of bounds. Taken over by a Hawthorn player. Roy, your thoughts so far?
Well, my thought so far is that if Ling, with that hyperextension of the knee that we saw there in graphic detail, if that gets him off the park, they're gone. They've built the whole game around Ling.
They certainly have so far. It's a Lynx-focused game.
Yeah.
And here they go, Selwood with the ball. He got it away to Ablett. Oh, no, to Chapman, sorry. Ball here. People look alike to me. But goes onto the forward line. Another entry there. It's bottling up Lonigan there.
Well,
and they paid a free to Hawthorn there, Hodge, for a push in the back in the marking contest.
Very soft. Very soft.
Very soft. I thought that there was a player in front. Maybe the player in front got it. Anyway, away it comes into the middle.
Read about it in the paper.
Yeah.
But I think the referees are injecting themselves a little bit too much at the moment. A little too much show pony work.
Yeah, they should let it flow a bit. Here we've got the ton-up man having to handball it back to the...
this is not... This is embarrassing, isn't it?
No, this is terrible.
This is not the way the professionals...
Play the game.
The
trouble is he's got nothing to kick to up the line. They're too well covered. Look at this.
Well, what's wrong with that? I mean, if 13 if it was to magically have caught that ball, it would have been the mark of the year.
Yes, Otten's playing well in the ruck. Got the tap down again, but it goes straight to Hawthorn. Hawthorn run the ball away, and it looks like, I think, Sam Mitchell.
Nowhere to go.
No
Indecision.
Oh, he could have got pegged. Watch out, this play's going to get shut down. Back it comes to Chansey. Chansey on the boot. He's up into the middle. They're looking for a mark here, but it's well played by both players. Here's Cyril.
Oh, great defence. Good defence.
But the weight comes now. Geelong beat the ball forward, but they get it back.
Oh, good defence. Sandwiched him. Great.
Sorry, the Hawthorn look a bit slow this afternoon. Maybe it's the heat telling already.
It is the heat.
Scarlett, the iron.
Oh, he's bunging it on. He's bunging that on. Get up. Yeah.
100-ton man. And he's kicked that out on the full.
Out on the full,
That's
yeah.
a bit lucky there for the Hawthorn.
He was under pressure.
He was under pressure.
He was under pressure. He had to get rid of it.
Now, hang on. He's given a free earlier here.
Well, that was a clash
bump.
of heads. That was a clash of heads.
Just one of those things. And I'm not sure what he's ruled here.
No, I don't think anyone knows.
He's given it to Geelong.
For some unknown reason.
No, I didn't get that at all.
No.
I don't know whether our stats man can pick up what that was for. Bad kick there. It's come off hands, though. Chance Bateman onto it now. Coming up. Oh, Lord, that's a bit of a dud kick. He makes it okay. Here it goes one way and then the other way.
This is good. Bateman.
Bateman will need to dodge this one. Can he get that?
Yes, he has.
The scores are level. A goal apiece. Chance Bateman gets the Hawks first.
Hello, world. You are cracking crime Aussie style with those two old Ds who don't mind putting big bolts through the nuts in search of truth here on Triple J.
Yes, a classical Bateman goal there, picking it up in the back half, handballing, running through, getting the ball again and running onto the top of the 50-metre arc and then booting it through. Roy, a goal apiece, exactly how you'd expect.
Well, this is what we wanted. We wanted, a close encounter, certainly in the first quarter.
Crode.
I mean, there's nothing worse than a game over.
Unsighted? Crode unsighted so far?
At the moment, Crode is scoring well in the Dyer
Hall. Very good. 6 points each as we now back in the centre with Michael Wazzo about to effect the bounce. Up it goes again, and there's been a bit of a change, and they put the... let's see, what have I got here? The Campers. Mark Blake. Mark Blake into the ruck for the Geelong Cats. Sorry, I just had a brain fuse there.
That's all right. That's all right.
And I still haven't got any idea of the temperature here today.
No, nor have I. It looks like it's close to 40 degrees, but I tell you what, Ling is limping.
Well, Ablett with the ball, going backwards. He's got it backwards.
I don't like
Tom
this.
Tom Harley up over the top. They've got to find some space here. Back to Ablett. Ablett dodges around one, then goes back further looking for, I think that might be Rook with the ball there. I know, Hunt with the ball. Then he's got it on to Mackie. Mackie out on the far wing, away from us on the card table side.
Well, he's
here.
shaped to play on, and now he's going backwards again.
Oh, he's got it back into Hunt again. Hunt.
Well, I don't like Hunt holding the ball.
Do you know what I'd love to see him ball? I mean, I know he's not thought about it, but I think it's a go.
Hunt would be a great ball.
He would. Varco balling up nicely there in the middle as he comes through, and that's Johnson.
Great take.
Yes.
Oh, I'd pay that.
Oh, yes, so would I.
I would
no,
pay that.
Far too much time. Ling, he's turned it onto his boot. He can't pull that back far enough. Can somebody get under it? Oh, too easy, but it comes back to Hodge. Oh, it's a comedy there. He's down there.
I tell you what, the referees have been in the pay packet of Hawthorn, you'd have to
Here's
say.
Ablett and there's great work there. Ablett and Chancey Bateman going along the line.
Well, that's a clash of dreams.
I know, clash of dreams. Beautiful kick, Roy. And I was just trying to pick up the...
well, Ablett's baffled there by that earlier mark that wasn't paid.
Ablett onto the ball, onto Bartel, over the top to Ling. Ling's going to get clobbered, but he gets it back to Bartel. Bartel roaming the far side. Up it comes onto the... Can I make a mark? Oh, no, that was Rook. Knocked it away, but he's got the kick away. Found somebody in the middle. Mackie on up into the forward 50. Somebody fell over, but they've got Cam Mooney. Is it running onto it? Cam gets it back.
Too smart.
Onto Cyril. Running down the wing, had one bounce, two bounces from Cyril. Cyril decides to kick. No, he doesn't.
Keep going, Cyril.
Keep going. It's one of those great runs that you see in grand finals. On to, I think this is Campbell.
Came off wrong into the boot. No! Too easy. Too easy. Well, I tell you what, the intensity's gone out of the Cats, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've fallen in a heap. This is Xavier Ellis. Xavier Ellis. Yes, no, great run. It's a big mistake there. Sloppy handball. Took it too easily.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, Cyril, one bounce, two bounces, three bounces. Cyril could have
just
gone
found
further.
himself in space.
Far too much space. But you can't help that in a grand final. You know, maybe sometimes that's how Ellis, what's he like in front of goal? He's
Pretty good.
Oh, he's got it.
He's got it.
Yeah, he's got it back beautifully. Must be a breeze there. So Ellis gets a goal in the grand final of 2008, and the scores now 12 points, play 6.
Is that horrible sound? It's the sound of criminals confessing football failure in the 2008 Boots Part 1. Remember, those screams are live on Triple J.
Yes, welcome back to the Boot Part 1, and it's a 1 goal to Ellis and 1 goal to Bateman. 2 great goals from the
Very easy.
Hawthorn goal.
Yeah,
Hawthorn
very
team.
soft goals.
But I have to say this, I thought Geelong was slacking off there. They were being far too cool. They just need to put a bit of grunt into it, and I think they'll send the runner out and say, this is a grand final, boys. It's not mucking about. And that's Blake there with the tap down. Now they get a chance to go
But it would be a
forward.
mistake to change their style. It served them
comes-
so well.
Here comes Mackie up into the forward 50. They've got a good mark there. Oh, no, this is Chapman with the ball. He's got to grab him. Decides not to grab him. Let him go, and away he goes. Now he's found a runner on the far side. Looks like Croft, and they're doing it for Croft.
They're doing it for
this
Croft.
afternoon. Hard running there from the number 4 or 14 for Hawthorn as he runs it up on the
Again,
side. He
easy,
lays them there.
yeah.
Now this is Buddy. Buddy decides to have a ping.
And it looks good off the boot.
Oh, no, it's not that good. It
Just
looked good
wide.
off the boot. Just wide. 2 goals, 1 plays. 1 goal early on. We played about 10 minutes.
Yeah, but Bomber Thompson, he's going to have to be worried about this.
Well, he would, because they're just playing a bit
Casually,
wide,
a bit
casually.
I'm not here.
I know, a bit too coolly.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't say, though, that the Hawthorn have been completely...
I don't know if that
solid,
went
right?
it required
No, I
distance
think
for a
that's what
mark.
the crowd were worried about that. And here that comes up onto the forward line again. That's Mark Blake with the ball. It gets off to Stokes. I don't know why he did that.
why'd
That
he
was
do
pretty
that?
stupid.
That was
And now they're going to bump into each other. 20 goes... Oh, no, that's terrible.
No, taken high too.
Yeah, taken high. That's cool.
Yeah.
Cameron Mooney.
Well, isn't it funny, actually, you make a stupid decision and all of a sudden there's a whole series of stupid decisions.
Oh, no, he ran into that. That was stupid there. So the umpire read that correctly. And Hawthorn have the ball at centre-half back now, just on the back half of the square. They're going farther forward now. Can they find a runner here? They've got another runner. Away he goes. That's Ellis again, who's livened him up since he's come on.
And Chance.
Bateman come over their top there, and Ablett.
Oh, Ablett did well there.
He's a bit nervous, Gary. This probably obviously playing in his second grand final. You expect him to be.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, comes now.
You're often more nervous in your second than your first, you know that.
Yeah, indeed. That's a good kick from, I think it was Rick there. Stokes is a bit slow. Taken very high.
very high.
He's going to have to get the...
No, it goes the other way. How much has Tasmania paying?
The umpires.
The umpires
Oh,
today.
quite a lot. I did see a bag come in earlier. I went into the room, so I didn't bother to count it, obviously, but it was in the several thousands. And now it's back with the Hawthorn in the back pocket there. And it's Birchall with the ball. He's gone even wider still. That'll be lucky to
that's
stay
a
in, but
very
it has.
silly kick.
Under Croft, and remember they're doing it for Croft this afternoon. That educated kick, he's got to play.
That's
it.
good
So
work.
here's a chance. They might be able to get something free up on further on the line. They've got a mark there now. Away comes now to the forward pocket. Looking for Buddy. It's tucked away by Scarlett. Buddy has to regather. He does so. And there's a...
Oh, great tackle.
Yes, good tackle, not rewarded. Cyril goes one way and then the other way. Cyril roosts it up onto the top of the square. They're going to have to watch this. They force it. No, they don't. They force it. Oh, he's trouble.
Oh, here is trouble.
Here's
Easy.
Roughhead gets a goal.
Roughhead.
So it's 3-1, 19 plays the Cats, 1 goal, 6.
The Festival of the Boot salutes Alan Curtis and Gerard Kennedy, the original and the best, with the bang, the biff, and the brawl. Here on Triple J.
Yes, welcome back to the Boot Part 1. The Hawks have established an early lead by about 2 goals. And Roy, it's a little bit kind of not going quite according to script here, is it? I mean, they're doing it without having to go the nut.
Well, they are. There's no intensity at all coming from Geelong Cats.
No, and
it's as if they've just come out there, roll the arm over, expect to win.
I know. Then we've got 10 minutes to go. They wouldn't want to. They wouldn't want to be
8 goals behind at the end of the first quarter.
No,
would they?
They wouldn't.
They wouldn't.
No, they wouldn't.
And they've got to set themselves that goal.
They just
We're not going to be 8 behind.
We need to up the tempo here a bit. I think that the heat may be telling. It does look very hot. I mean, I can feel it here at the card table. We're in the shade here.
We are. And I tell you what, Hodge has been good.
Oh, very good. Hodge
has been
all
good.
The Hawthorn team have been good. And I've got to say there's been a little bit of lair rising by the Cats this afternoon.
Showboating.
Well, they've got Ottens back in the number one ruckman there, and tapped away there by Selwood. Selwood then running.
This is better desperation.
Yes, no, they've just got to work it hard now. They've just
no reward though.
No reward. They've got to just put pressure on them and man them up. Now they've got the ball back now, Geelong.
Yeah.
And away it comes over to the far side, our side. Here it is. They've got a couple of runners here. There's an easy one for Bartel. Bartel goes into the middle. Back to Ottens, onto Bartel. Back it goes to the Cats, onto Hunt. Hunt coming through the middle. I don't know quite why it's onto Jeepers Creepers. That was...
I played the mark.
Well, I played the mark.
In the back.
He's in the back. He's given 15 metres.
50 metres, good. Wow.
Oh, look at McLaren. God, you'd love to buy real estate from him.
Well, wouldn't you ever? Yes.
And Chance Bateman, who did offer to go ball, there's taken the mark and he pushes.
And Bateman's gone on with it, yeah. Don't get me wrong.
100 metres, 250s.
No way.
So I think he's, according to our man...
Well, Bateman must have gobbed off.
Oh, okay.
I'd say he's capable of that.
Yeah, and could Gary kick it from here? Is he in the goal square?
Well, he should be able... Well, he should try.
Yeah. It's a hell of a kick. He's got it. The score's 2 goals, 12 points, 3-1-19. Hawks by 7 points.
Australia, Len Teal and F.J. Holden are peas from the same pod, separated only by time and violence. But they are still on the job, rooting out football failure live on Triple J.
Well, it appeared that...
there he is going off.
Yes, good on you. Well picked up, Roy. Look, it appeared that he got either the mark or in the back. He obviously got a 50 for going on with it rather than just allow him to have the mark. And now they've shifted. Looks like Bateman's gone off.
Well, that'd be a mistake today, but he's been the best player.
Well, he's certainly been electrifying in the middle. This might be a bit of a turning point in the game. Would you say the next goal was crucial, Roy? I know we talk a lot about crucial goals when we're covering football.
Well, I can't think of a more crucial goal
in the history of the game.
In 150 years.
They've got the Geelong going forward again. They're in the middle. That's great work. Knocked in Varco. Varco with the ball. He's got a shot. Oh, not a very good kick. Well diffused by the Hawthorn defence. Now Varco's got to go and do all the work again. Can he get a ray? He can. He's on to Croft. Remember the Old Croft. 1891 he began playing.
Yes, Old Croft.
Before most of us were born.
Yeah.
And now it comes across the back line here. They've got to go the card table side of the ground. You might be able to see us there just by those blokes in orange.
Yes, that's me waving.
And here it comes onto Osborne. Osborne, one of the link players.
Doesn't Osborne look good in full flight?
Oh, he does. He's a terrific player. They've got a chance here, and that's a beautiful work move there. A bit wide, but they've got him, Campbell Brown. He's taken the side.
A shot.
He's had a shot. That's fantastic.
That's a great kick.
A great goal there. 2 easy goals. I'll tell you one thing though, Roy. This does play into the idea that a winning score is going to be kicked as opposed to a small score defended. We could see a 15-goal game here.
And there was a part of me actually when the Cats got that first goal, I thought, I hope they don't close that shot. You know what I mean?
That's the temptation.
Yes.
Yeah, they were right on the cusp there. You could see it in Tom Harwood's mind.
Yep.
Okay, it's roughly 4-1 in the first quarter of the boot part 1. 4-1-25 to 2 goals straight to Geelong. One of those goals was a dead set gimme because Chance Bateman, obviously clown with the hair.
Yeah.
You remember him maybe.
Yes.
Obviously he gobbed off at the umpire and obviously they had to go up and give Gary Ablett a kick. Now, I hate this shot because I can't tell anything.
I don't know where I am.
No.
It makes me feel sick.
Do you think it's an ad for Toyota? He's got away there. The Hawthorn are trying to cramp it up. They've now got the ball up forward and knocked down there. Good attempt at the mark. Now Geelong have the ball.
Who wants it?
The way they go. That's Kelly with the ball there.
There's a bit of panic getting into the Cats work now.
Yes, no, they're not too sure about
They're
it.
indecisive, and when they're indecisive like this, things fall apart.
They do. Chapman with the ball now on just in front of us on the card table here. Away it comes. They found a runner there. That's
better.
good. Mooney there, way up from goal. I don't think he can kick it this far. It's about a 90-metre kick. They've got a couple of players up there. Oh, he's had a go.
Yeah.
He's had a go to a contested area. That's not a bad result. Alton's there bringing it to ground and forcing it over the boundary line.
Yep.
That's a good result for them.
It is a good result. Now, someone's wearing the Crimea War look, HG. I don't know who quite it is.
I'll have to pick it up in
the Hawthorn side, but it's good.
No, it's the Crimea War look in the Hawthorn side.
Yes.
That's a great tackle there. Holding the ball. Rookie, you beauty for the Geelong Cats.
Oh, no, he didn't like it either.
No, he didn't. Well, that's
Well,
typical.
you can't expect him to.
That's Hodge. That's Hodge for you. I wouldn't be surprised if people take their shirts off soon. And, of course, he's trying to explain the rule here. Hodge then says, well, it's a different rule.
I couldn't get it away because he got my arms up. Well, that's what makes it a good tackle.
It's beautifully put, Roy. And so that was a very good tackle. Rook injecting himself. Rook, of course, with that rubber band in the
he's
groin.
a very ordinary kick, though. Usually
He's got it.
He's got it.
So 3 goals, 18 points, plays 4-1, 25 on the boot, part 1.
City Homicide, the Strip, Rush, and the AFL in bed together, making the world a safer place for ordinary citizens and doing their best work right now on Triple J.
Remember how Rookie last year went off to Germany and saw the doctor, and the doctor said, well, all I can do is put in a bit of bike tube and hope you wear it okay, and he's come on terrifically. He had a great game last, and so goal kickers so far, Lonigan, Rook and Ablett, and for the Hawks, Bateman, Roughhead and Ellis. And I might have missed somebody there with a goal. But there's a great tackle. That's how you do it, kids. He had the arms free, could have handballed it away.
But he didn't.
We didn't. But so close in the... We've got a little bit of the first quarter to go. Fascinating quarter. Back it goes. And this is the... Let's see.
He stripped him.
Corey got the ball stripped off him, and here's a chance
here
now.
we
He's got a turn. They've got it okay, though. Milburn, that tough nut, he goes the other side. Might have been Enright, actually.
Well, Enright has a cool head there. That was very good play.
And now Geelong defuse it nicely. And it might be Selwood with the ball. He gets it away to Taylor. Taylor, they've got the ball there. They've got it tight, though. They need to work this, but they might have a player loose now. Varco with the ball.
I just feel the Cats are starting to get their confidence, their mojo back.
Oh, the mojo.
Mojo.
Is that a technical term? Oh! Cameron Mooney bumps into Ling. Is that the lead? No, he's got the ball now. Cameron Mooney has a kick. Oh, he's kicked up. They're square.
That is a great kick.
They're square. That's a beauty late in the first quarter. Cameron Mooney beat a bit down last couple of weeks, but that's a beautiful goal from the kitty litter. Right in front of the big sticks, Roy.
Yeah, and what I liked about it, actually, he didn't have time to think about it.
No, he didn't. Rook kicks the ball.
Thought is your enemy when it comes to
Here
kicking.
he goes. Looks, kicks.
Yes.
It's there.
That's right.
So it's 4 goals, 24, 4 goals straight. And that player with the Crimea War looks to be like Trent Crode.
Well,
Crode.
that's good.
I know.
I love seeing Crode.
And Crode, by rights, should be, up there doing something, but he's not. And there's a couple of people who know Buddy pretty well.
I'm glad those blokes came. I don't know who they are, but I like the look of them.
I do too. The dark glasses, it's all working. So we've got 4 goals played, 4 goals won, a terrific quarter of football, 8 goals
I
kicked.
can tell you for sure, though, it's not the Stars of Underbelly.
True. They wouldn't be featured on Channel 7.
I don't think so.
No.
No.
Anyway, another ball up in the middle here, and you'd have to say Geelong are starting to look a bit better.
Well,
and
they are.
I think Hawthorn have to start going the niggle from now. They've had an easy ride, and they had a go, but now they've got to work really hard. As Blake in contestant here with the Hawthorn ruckman. Up they go. Blake gets a tap away onto Corey. And away he comes now. Who's this with the ball? Ablett with the ball. He gets the handball away. That's a great handball. Onto Hunt. Hunt out wide away from the card table. Puts it up high. Can they take a grab? It comes off hand. It's great to thump there. He's caught with the ball. And away it comes now. Luckily there. Gets it back in. It's a bit loose in the forward line. Geelong have a chance to pick it up very scrabbly. There's the Crimea Wall look going in. He's found a push in the back. I bet you Crode gets it.
Yes, I think you've called that well, H.J.
Not
Crode, but
the other.
A Crode ally.
That's right. And away it goes on the far side. Now they've got a chance to break here, Hawthorn. They've got one out. Two bounces of the ball. A bit of a loose kick there onto Cyril. Cyril decides to have a shot. Over the line. I think it might have been a point. Or did he mark it in the field of play? No, hang on.
Hang on, hold it up.
It's Birchall with a ball.
They're going to let him have a
Campbell
shot.
Brown, rather. Campbell Brown, he's going to run around, and he's kicked the goal.
I think he has.
No,
he missed it.
He missed it. He's brought him back.
Have another shot.
Yeah, another shot.
Oh, this doesn't happen often.
No, I don't know quite what the ruling was there. Maybe the umpire wasn't ready. Let's have a look here. Cyril gets it one way. Just beautiful work from Cyril. And then he boosts it up onto the forward line.
Yeah.
Now, this one here, oh, no, he's well in the field of play. Well in the field of play. Hard to tell from the card table.
Yeah, I know, but why is he being given a second set
no,
shot?
No, didn't get it. He obviously played on. No, he's going to make... Oh, Lord. Yeah, go and stand in the crowd. Thanks very much, Scotty McLaren. There's the kick there. Hit the post.
Poster.
4-2 plays 4 straight. And
Well, I tell you what, if the game's tight, though, that poster might become...
Well, it could be the winning
very
margin.
Important.
You know, speaking of that, I was talking to David Parkin, who hasn't missed a grand final since 1921, and he said he's picked them all, and that he was going to pick Geelong by 3 points today. 3 points, so that's a good prospect, isn't it? That's from one of the great, the game's great thinking. No, they're going to get run over here. Here we go, Corey with the ball. He got it away onto Bartell, or it might be Stokesy. Oh, this handball.
Oh, no, I don't like this. Kick the bloody thing.
Harley along the line in front of us here at the card table. Good play there. Chapman gets the ball. I don't know quite whether he got that away. It's very high.
It is high.
Up into the... knocked away. Beautifully diffused there.
Yeah, but that's not a bad result there for Geelong. They're still able to attack there. Now, remind me, actually, last week I think the Bulldogs might have been 4-2 up. In the first quarter. That
could easily be. You're absolutely right. And then they came back from behind. Yeah. He had to go for the safety there. They didn't have anything to do. He couldn't turn around, so it's 25 plays 26 with 4 minutes to go. Cyril on screen now, looking pumped.
Cyril does look good, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. He's good. I like that little tiger at his throat. It's a puma, I think. And now Hawthorn. There's the view ahead. I don't like this shot at all. It doesn't tell me anything.
No, it doesn't.
And we know.
And I tell you what I'd like to see.
Well, he's kicked it to himself. He's got to play on more close-ups of players. Yeah,
more
that's
close-ups of players, so we can see Tasmania, especially on the Hawks.
Yeah.
You see it written there. Because it makes you think, why?
Or should I go?
Yeah, I suppose.
Booty land. Way comes now. Rook
no, what's it? No one
Rook goes in. Rook gets it hard. That's great play from Rook. Oh, he does that 1% thing really well. Now Ling's in there.
Oh, come on,
Lingy! He's got it out. He's got it out, but can they take advantage of it? They can. Corey going around the boundary line. He's got it up. Oh, difficult shot. Bounces. That's okay.
That's all right.
Hawthorn now need to get the ball back. They're not having got much possession. And can I just say...
Yeah, but it's going to be disappointing for the Cats with all this possession if they're not able to convert it into scoreboard pressure.
Thanks very much. Here's Otten's in ruck now. He gets the ball, a good ruckman, but he got it straight to the Hawthorn player. Holding the ball, umpire! He's got to go. He had a chance to get rid of that. That's
he's
got to
be
ball
it up, but he was holding the ball. He had plenty of opportunity to get rid of it. This is just what drives me nuts.
Yeah. There's Alistair Clarkson, the big
What's driving him nuts, too?
He's pointing. He's just gesturing aimlessly in front. Knows he's on camera. Has to do something. Looks as though he's involved.
He does.
Normally he's fast asleep. Ottens again. He taps it down, and Hawthorn screaming through. No, they where's this going?
Scores a level.
26 points each.
It's as if... well, it's interesting when you do get scores level at this stage.
They got Tubby Got Stew out there.
Yeah.
Stuart Dew, the Port Power player, the number 31. Yeah.
Well, that's interesting.
And there's Bonner
It's great to think, well, let's start again.
Yeah, start again.
You just imagine nothing's happened.
That's right. Birchall with the ball and the kick in.
And I've been arguing for years now, when you get to the circumstance, the scoreboard should go back to naught.
Oh, what a lovely idea. And he's kicked it inside to Chapman, who's in there because he hadn't played much football.
Yeah, but is Chapman the man you want kicking for goal at the moment?
Well, let me have a look. Chapman is a forward, a noted forward.
Yes.
And he's a popular...
Popular, sure, and he's bald. I mean, he ticks a lot of boxes.
He does.
But it's a no-doc form, isn't it?
True, absolutely right. As we ride on this late in the first quarter, fascinating quarter of football. He's missed it.
No,
he's missed it.
I mean, why would...
he would have been better handballing it off. And there's no point scratching your head.
No, even if you are bald, that looks attractive.
Here we go again. He's got nothing to kick to, so he's got to go long. And he gets it out to the 50 and he finds a runner there. The ball bounces on the ground. Here comes Ablett closing down. And away goes around to Bateman. Bateman lively early, but Mackey's holding him down. That's good play there. And they've got a runner across here.
Well,
here
Bateman
they go.
Did very well there.
Ellis might have been that kick. Oh no, he
went early. Went early.
He's given him
hang on. No, he went early.
He did. That's what he's paid. He paid the infringement there. Back onto Bartell. Bartell, Jagger over the top. He goes one way and the other.
Oh, you idiot.
Selwood's good, though. He's very cool. He's getting the ball back now. Now he's got to kick it. He's
the
got
bloody
to find
thing.
somebody. That's very good kick.
That's
and
good
that might
play.
be Chapman. Chapman now gets another kick up there. Not a great kick, but it might be all right.
Chapman.
Oh, that's great play. Here he goes. Is Mooney with the ball
Take
now?
your time.
And a shot.
Oh! Yes! Yes!
Oh, Mooney, you genius. No wonder they pay you the money. That is great.
That is
Very bad
great.
play from Hawthorn, though. Should have shut him down.
Yes.
They had a chance. They didn't run
Well,
at
I
it.
didn't imagine he could kick it from there.
I know. A great goal. And he's coming off. That's what you expect. He'd be given that's
A reward.
A reward. That's what
He's allowed to go out to the toilet.
That's right. Here he comes here. Struggles with the ball.
Because
That's
often when you take
a team
like
lifting
that,
goal.
the
A
next
team
thing you
lifting
want to
goal.
do is have a dump. Isn't it?
It is. And look at that, Roy. That is perfection.
beautiful.
That is great work. As we see it again, you can watch it all day.
Yeah, but he had plenty of time to line it up.
And then
Yeah.
he just found a little bit of space,
Yeah.
made it harder for himself. What a kick. That is fantastic. Geelong Cats on their feet.
That's pretty to
5-3,
watch.
33, 4-2, 26. But it's been all Geelong possession over the last little while. All Geelong possession.
Yeah. Yep. Well,
And-
he's just sitting down there. I actually thought he'd go straight out and drop a load.
Well, he probably will go and drop a
will.
load. He'll wait till quarter time to just look respectable.
Sure.
And they're back in. Otten's in ruck here again. And the Hawthorn get the ball out of the middle this time.
Yeah.
Can they take a grab? No.
No.
Oh, I thought he would have played that mark. Undo Williams, I think, with the ball. He gets it back the other way
Here's
to
a
the Croft.
shot.
They're doing it for Croft. Here's a chance for Buddy to do something. Unable to do it. He bottled back there. Good play from the Geelong defence.
Good shepherding.
Good play. Turned the 100-goaler and 100-looter inside out. And a mark there almost could have been penalised for running over the mark. He jags it up over the top. A good mark there. Is that Ablett with the ball? I
Yes,
think it
it
might
is.
be. Ablett coming one way towards the card table. He's going down the line now. Has they got somebody here?
Oh, what about in the
he's gonna
back?
play
What
it
about in the back?
He's gonna play it in the back. That's Crows.
That's Crows.
He's almost done enough, hasn't he?
Well, what's he got that firm, that New Zealand firm
Well, I got no
tap?
idea. Bad kick there. Bad kick. And he took him
He's
out.
going to be
He's done
marked 50.
Yeah, he'll get 50.
Oh, that's soft.
That's rook.
He couldn't pull out of it then.
I don't know. Let's have a look at him replay if we can. Courtesy
I
of
bet they
Seven.
don't show it.
No, they won't show it.
They won't
Here's a
show
chance of a. Yes,
Yeah,
they've
that's
got
a
it
good
to
kick.
Williams.
Well, this could be a. I mean, how important is this kick?
Well, indeed, in the context
In
of
the
the game.
context of the game,
first
very.
quarter. Yeah, but as I pointed out, probably a high-scoring game, so very hard to tell anything about it yet, really.
But you forget that a high-scoring game is the accumulation of a lot of goals.
I tell you what, that's incredibly soft, that 50-metre penalty.
Sure was.
I've got to say, it's really weak. And so the dying moments of the first quarter, and he's got it. There it is. The scores are locked up virtually at quarter time. 5-3 plays 5-2.
There is never a cold case on the festival of the boot. Operation Chopper's Jacket always gets its man live on Triple J.
Well, he played for it and he staged for it, and Rook quite rightly did his nana about it, and then comes the kick into the forward line. A bit of slack defending there, but Hunt very slow compared with Williams, and so Williams scoots away and gets the goal. And so, as mentioned, it's a point in it at quarter time, and you'd have to say, Roy, honours are equal,
They
although
are, they
Geelong
are.
have more possession.
Yeah. Well, Geelong have blown it in the last 3 minutes.
They have.
They've been hot and cold, spluttering.
Well, they're junk time goals, they're
Yeah.
very bad goals.
Yes.
And there's Hodge and Rook on screen as we saw two combatants, two warriors, two blokes who are virtually Spartans. Ling's gone out of the game, of course.
Well,
except
he's there,
being a
but
road hump.
Yeah, but he's one leg.
I know. Well, that's it.
Doesn't
Rook's
matter
got
how
the ball.
red your hair
He
is.
tapped that on beautifully. Can he make it work for him? He can't. Oh, he's a good
yes, he
player,
can.
Rook. He's a great player.
Got
Got the ball away. Got the ball away again. Now, come on, Geelong need to pick it up here. It might be, that's Lonergan, the bloke with no pancreas. And Stokes brings him to ground. The ball runs free. Oh, and he got rid of it. He threw it away, but it's a bottling up. There might be a ball up. I think it's going
I
to
think
be.
they should ball it up. This is getting scrappy
Yes, here
unsighted.
comes Scotty McLaren in. There's the Crimea Wall. Crow polling well so far in the Dyer Medal for 2008.
Yes, he has 3 votes already.
Obviously, the Crimea Wall look does help because it does draw attention to
It
itself.
says, look at me.
It does.
I'm
And
doing
now
nothing.
they're sending somebody off because of the blood rule, I think, and somebody's showing him where to go.
That's not crowed.
No,
was
it's
it?
not Crow.
Oh, he's this
Crow's-
bloke bleeding from the nose. He's got a
Yeah.
busted nose.
Yeah, that's right.
A couple of paddle pop sticks.
I think that
be
might be
fine.
the skip. That might be Sam. Oh, he went down badly there. Oh, he could have got a head high, probably.
Yeah, he did, I think.
and,
accidental.
Sam Mitchell, yeah, accidental, probably lean.
Yeah, but
Throwing
if you
it
get
on there.
close to a blood nut, that's going to happen.
Indeed it is. Get close to a blood nut. Look, what's weird about this as we see it now, and the bounce will take us to
To half
quarter time.
To quarter time, sorry,
yes.
yeah.
He's Scotty McLaren. He's got the ball about to bounce. There it is. They need to get something quick out of this. It's tapped away. It's in free space. It's up over the top. There it is. And it's quarter time.
Quarter time.
And so just before we go to a bit of entertainment, Roy, it's been a fantastic opening quarter. 5-3 to 5-2. 5 goals kicked by both sides. You'd have to say, generally speaking, Geelong had more opportunities and Hawthorn were a little bit more direct. Is that fair?
I think that's absolutely right, actually. Yes.
Cameron-
yes. I think Geelong have been surprised by the poise and composure of Hawthorn.
Absolutely.
They were expecting fireworks. They didn't get it. They just got clinical football. If anything, Hawthorn are playing like Geelong play.
Indeed, it's weird, isn't it? And I think if they tighten up a little bit, Geelong, that's what they have to do
Yeah.
next. But goal kicks, Cameron Mooney's got 2, including an absolute cracker. We've got Tom Lonergan with 1, Gary Ablett with 1, and Max Rook with 1. And for Hawthorn, we got Chance Bateman, Jared Ruffhead, Xavier Ellis, and I forget who got the last one, Mark Williams. He might actually have 2. Campbell Brown from wide out on the far side got the other one. So it's a fascinating game. Join us for the second quarter in a few moments' time.
NCIS, Law and Order and Dexter are rubbish. The AFL is committed to fighting real crime daily. And you can hear the results live on Triple J. This is Operation Boot, rooting out football failure on your crime, and more crime network, Triple J.
Yes, excited scenes here at the MCG as the second quarter's about to get underway. Roy, you snuck out into the huddles. What was said?
Well, Mark Williams wants more aggression and more composure at the same time. It's a mixed signal. Mixed signal for the players. I mean, how are you supposed to interpret that? I sense a little bit of panic.
In the
coming
Geelong
from
camp.
From the Geelong camp, yes.
Yes, remember that Mark Thompson changed his name by default to Williams.
Yes.
At the start,
At the start of the match.
You can do that online now.
That's right.
And Alistair Clarkson, any thoughts there?
He didn't say a word. It was all left to Croft.
Yeah, we're doing it for Crawl. We're underway in the boot part 2, second quarter, leading back into it. He gets it away to Corey. Corey out wide, still in the centre square. Hadn't cleared the centre square. Mackey away, and Selwood rather, a great handball there to nobody. And I think he's been given a free for a high tackle. Short kick up the middle. He's found somebody there onto Varco. Varco goes one way, then the other way. Finds Mackey running through. Selwood running through, and they've got a pass.
Oh, that's pretty soft.
Oh, yes, indeed. But he could...
Still a long way from home.
Lonergan out wide, a very bad spot. He'd be lucky to play that. I would have thought, he has.
Oh, he has played it.
Oh, there's the kick coming back into the centre, and it's coming as a hard one. Oh, Chapman taken head high, and Ling's got the ball. He's got it on 1 foot. He rolls it towards the ground. No, it's defused. No, he's played. I thought he would play.
Yeah, well, it's very high.
Very high.
But it's Chapman again.
Chapman,
No, he's not going to kick it.
No, he's got to stand in the goal square on the line.
Yeah.
I thought it was high.
Well, it was high.
And so eventually a late...
But I thought it was attractively high. Some highs are ugly, and some highs you think, oh, great, that was
Do you know what I liked about it? It got Ling in the game.
Yeah, it did.
Because it obviously pulled his head off. And
That's
then
right.
thought, very slow decision there. Anyway, Chapman now, instead of Ling, going for goal. And there's the kick there. He's kicked it. So it goes on to 6-3, 39. 6-3, 39. The crowd, very mute, Roy.
Yeah, they are, aren't they?
Yeah, they're
Well, they don't know what to think.
Well,
They don't know, is it a good game or not?
Hawthorn have taken them right out of it. So we've got 6-3 early in the second quarter.
Yeah.
39
And what a
points
good
by
settler that is in the first, say, 40 minutes of a quarter to
get a goal, especially because Hawthorn made a stupid mistake in defence. By rights, they didn't have to pull his head off. I think if they went for the ball, they would have been able. In fact, Hawthorn seemed to have lost that, hard at the ball. Now they're sort of a bit
playing
slow.
Playing the man a bit more than the ball.
Bit slow, and they're going the thump. I don't know if we see that in replay at all, but here it is.
I mean, he'd be relieved, man. Here it is.
Yes, and it's beautiful work there by the captain.
See, that looked good. It just looked a bit soft. I mean, it didn't give him a...
It didn't put him in the
Didn't
stretcher.
pull his ear off.
I want to see the card come on. Back it goes to Ottens. Ottens in the back to Bartel, but I don't think he's going to get free. Bartel gets the ball back. Oh, that's great play by Geelong there. And away it comes now to their side. They go backwards to go forwards. They'll out wider to the runners. There's Mackey with the ball going up the line.
Good play.
It's down at Stokes creating a bit of space. There was an animated conversation between Thompson
/ Williams and Stokes. Yes, I noticed that.
And there's Hodge getting the ball over the boundary line and out of bounds. And, of course, the poor old skip there, Sam Mitchell, caught one around the ears as well.
But it was a friendly one.
It was. It was just something that...
Love tap.
That's right. Otten's in ruck here with the big man Campbell, I think, there for the Hawks. And away it comes now. Hawthorn with the ball. They go one way. He's going to get taken out, and Varco gets him out. That's the number 11 there. That's Clinton Young. I haven't sighted him this afternoon yet, but he may have been on for the first quarter and going for the Dyer medal. Back it comes to Otten. Otten's a very fine ruckman, and still he comes away. And now Hawthorn have a chance. They get the ball. It goes okay for them. It's running across the back line, and they're still in the back 50. Now it's handballed out. Now, that's a shocking handball. That is absolutely shocking. Somebody went high and he's down, and they're going to play it. They'll play on. No, there's no advantage there, umpire. There's no advantage there. Oh, Lord, okay. So they get it away, and now it goes up. There's a chance for Hawthorn to get a goal. He's a man alone. He goes one way. He goes the other way.
Looking good.
No. Point. Oh, how about the other end there? Taken high and then allowed to play on to completely no advantage.
Yes.
Admittedly, I think that Corey was... Lonergan was completely mozzed by the fact that the free wasn't given, so he sort of
that's
stopped.
true. He stopped. Yeah. Well, you should never play to the whistle.
He played to the whistle.
Played to the whistle, yeah.
He goes one way.
But I thought it was a soft tap on the head.
What's he going to do here? He's going to have to give Bartel a free. Oh, no, he's got Williams a free.
Williams a free.
Oh, Lord, I don't get that. Oh, now they've got a chance to kick a goal here. Here's Cyril, about 35 from goal on about a 45-degree angle. Yeah. And that was weird there. Bartel, obviously being far too smart. There, he gets the ball away, held out of it, but then he rules that he hung on to him in the tackle. So he goes back expecting the free.
Yeah.
That's
quite
weird.
Rightly.
Yeah, well, fair enough. He was pushed over in the first place. The umpiring today, I mean, as long as it's consistent, I don't mind.
No, I don't mind, but I think we do need a general commitment to the rules by umpires.
Cyril having a dob now. He's got it up there.
It's pretty good.
That's right. Straight through the middle. And there's another one. Cyril, can I kind of phrase, getting the job done for the Hawthorn team. The score is 6-3 apiece on the Boot Part 1.
This is the Festival of the Boot Part 1, episode 2008. Sit down, you are rocking the boat. The AFL Grand Final live on Triple J.
Well, so far, Roy, it's a shootout. An old-fashioned shootout. And Cyril's first goal there for the afternoon.
Well, I think it's his first goal for the year, isn't it? Cyril Rioli?
Cyril Rioli, yes.
He'll remember that for the rest of his life.
He will. He probably has got one or two that he's forgotten about, so he would remember the one he got in the grand final. And I don't know, the sort of game could go on like this for another 2 quarters.
Well, it'll get to a stage where one of the teams are going to break away.
True.
Someone will break away.
Some reason will happen there that they get a goal. Varco going through, lost the ball. Ling in there, gets it out. Ling driven into the ground. That goal, incidentally, came from that sort of bugger up at the
it did.
At the odd end where somebody was taken head high and then they stopped and then they went on and he allowed the play on no advantage and all of a sudden Hawthorn are up the other end. Otten's here running through, bursting through like a rover there. Gets it wide onto Mackie. Mackie looking for someone in the forward line. Has he gone all the way?
Gone all the way.
No, it's a point. Sadly, could have been a bit better there from Mackie. He was,
might have been a bit selfish on behalf of Mackie there.
Well, I think he might have been thinking, bloody hell.
So there's a time to be selfish.
There is. If Cyril can do it,
and Cyril is the youngest man on the park.
Is that right?
He's the youngest man on the park.
Cyril's the youngest. And way it comes, I tell you who hasn't done much so far is Buddy.
Ablett?
Well, Ablett, Buddy.
Buddy's done nothing.
Yeah, Bolo Buddy. Sure, the 100 roots are here, but we want to see some goals, Buddy.
Well, if you've left it all on the sheets...
There's nothing for the park. It's an old football truism, isn't it? If it's all on the beats, you can go and have a look at it. But there's nothing for the park, is there? And, of course, he's got no one to kick to. He's got absolutely no one to kick to, so he has to go short. And he's still in the 50-metre. And away comes up over the middle.
That's shocking. That's shocking. Now they can hurt you here.
They should get a goal here. That is very bad. It's come off here. He's taken that too casually. Mooney gets it back. Here's Chapman. Chapman hasn't got enough on that. It's a point. Very bad play.
Chapman is
too casual by far there from the Geelong team. They made the intercept. They tried to go. Should have marked that. Obviously the spoil there. And away it comes now with Guerra with the ball. And another bad kick out. Lonergan getting the ball. Bartel there ran into the ground. He sort of played for it. The ball comes away. Stokes has the... No, he doesn't. Yes, he does. And it's over the boundary line and out of bounds. And Guerra's kick out there. Could have done a little bit better with that, but the Geelong players are manning up on the defensive zone.
They're putting them under pressure on the kick out, which is a bit of a modern trend to do this.
It is. Look at that. The ruckmen pull each other down. He's given the Geelong free here. Yes, it's a bath. in the ruck. I think Ottens is going very well in the ruck.
He is going very well, very well.
I wouldn't put him in the best on ground yet, but he's sort of doing quite well in the ruck. And sometimes picking the ball up as it comes free off hands. Not a great kick.
Yeah,
he got up
he's
very
been
high.
quiet. Bateman's been quiet this quarter too.
Bateman's been very
Bateman's
quiet.
disappeared.
I think probably looked after by Ablett pretty well.
Yeah.
And I think there is cross that the ball was kicked wider and wider for him. And here's Ottens again. Ottens kicks it round the corner. It's going to be out of bounds. And another ball up. Or another throw in there. The Crimea War look a crowd. You'd have to say... Oh, no, look,
there
Gary's
he is.
standing in front of the fan.
Well, he's looking sanguine.
He's looking cool. He's the only person here looking cool.
Well, he's standing over in the shade.
That's true.
And you can't blame him.
Oh, has he got that? No, nothing there. Just a dump in the back line. I don't know quite what's going on here.
No, we're going into sort of slow time where players sort of become disinterested in the match and turn off.
That's right. And here's a kick here. And now Geelong are going to get the ball back. This is about 20 minutes where Hawthorn haven't had the ball at all. And then now it's just stupid kicks into the forward line.
Yeah.
That one's into Xavier Ellis's hands. And
there appears to be no structure to the Geelong attack here.
Can I ask composure? Do you think
composure could have something to do with it.
Shape,
yeah.
comfort zone.
Comfort zone, shape.
And now Hawthorn going forward. There's
the old man.
The old man, 1891. And, of course, it's knocked away by Milburn, who stands in the shade there. And
well, that's the best thing Milburn's done all day.
Yeah, but can I just say, what a shitty-ass kick from Croft.
Oh,
no wonder he's retiring.
Yeah.
And look at this here. He goes up high there, takes the grab. Oh,
he didn't take the grab. He turned
all by
out.
himself.
And is this officially? We won't be seeing Croft again. Has he made the announcement?
Well, I don't know whether he's made the announcement, but most people think he's doing a half. And what an attractive sight. That's why kids play footy.
I love that.
I know.
Stacks on Mills.
Stacks on Mills. Terrific, isn't it?
Yeah. Especially for the bloke on the bottom.
There's
you really get
Buddy
a great perspective.
I must say, though, the ball hadn't gone into the 50 for Hawthorn all that often, as the ball's bounced up there. Now it's tapped away. Great there. I think that might be Croft with the ball, and another possession. Here's Chance Bateman. Hadn't done much in the second quarter. We played 14 minutes or so of it, and or 10 minutes, should I say. Now they've got a chance to go forward. Here it goes. It's a long, loping kick. I've just lost it. The back kick stands. It comes off hands, and looks like Mackey's down there.
Kick it off the ground. Kick it off the ground.
Now this is more like it.
No, call to the ball. Call to the ball.
Ling gets the ball away.
Goodness, Bloodnut was there.
Taylor did nothing with it. He's caught with it. He's going to have to hang on to it. Lingy again. And away it comes. Somebody thrown out. Who was that?
Hello. Hang on.
Well, I missed all that.
This is more like it.
Now, what's he going to do? Ball up? Sam Mitchell asking him. Mackey here. Takes one.
Oh, he went with the elbow.
Then he gets away.
He didn't miss there.
No, that's true. Comes off hands and away it goes. Here we go. That's Taylor. I think with the ball, he's got it away now. This is a big win for Geelong here if they can get it away. They do get it away. Up it comes onto the half-forward line. They need somebody on the end of it. Oh, that's all right. That's all right.
Yeah. Look, I do enjoy creative use of the elbow, and there's getting more and more of that into the game, isn't there?
You were describing an incident in a rugby league match.
Oh, Ben Ross last night. Beautiful.
Yeah, three times
he
one tackle.
was elbowed, yeah.
On the
bods, on the schnoz.
Yeah, no, terrific work. And here's another Geelong free.
Because it shuts down your thinking time with a broken nose.
Certainly does. And there's a kick into the forward line. Who to? I haven't got a clue. Stokes is pushing the back, and that's over the boundary line and out of bounds with Lukey Hodge seeing it over. And the 24 is Trent
Buggered head.
Buggered foot. Oh, no. He's doing everything right to get the Dyer. Oh, Lord.
Oh, no,
that's the foot that was injured. And you're right, Roy. You got somebody to test it out for him. Plenty of Geelong players here. Chapman gets it up. Selwood away. It comes well low. He knew he was in trouble. Ablett now trying to get the ball away and does. And I think he's going to have to do a ball up here. That was almost tempting the Hawthorn free. And the Hawthorn crowd is up.
Aren't they attractive?
Here he comes.
Here's Hoppy.
Oh, no. Cameron Mooney stood on it and it went. And the first... Lord.
Well, if you know your bloke's got your man's got a troublesome ankle or foot, you jump on it.
I know, we thought it would be worth an examination.
Yes.
And it looks like he's got an examination, another ball up. And the score's just 2 points, Geelong. He's going straight into the rooms. He'll get the needle in that and probably be back out. I never liked the needle.
No.
Oh, look there.
No, but I tell you what, it's a horrible feeling if you feel like you've got a bag of chips in your shoe.
Indeed. On it goes. It's tapped forward by Geelong, but it's straight to Hawthorn. I think a free's been paid here. A free's been paid, and Hawthorn at last get a bit of a free. And this
is that's a breather for them.
Osborne there with the ball. He kicks it across onto the top of the 50. Now they've got to get it rounding out here. There's Buddy in the back half. Buddy's in the back half.
Doesn't know what to do.
Oh, Lord. So he's going to kick it to. He's meant to be kicking it to himself in the front half. No, I don't know how that works. Two Geelong players here. Can they do something here? Hawthorn. Chase
well played.
Bartlett there. Brilliant. Brownlow best. There he's got a chance to get up over the top there. He's got a player running for him on the far side. They've got players everywhere. That was the wrong option, but he gets it away.
That's good. That's good.
Now here's a chance. It's not a big one, but it's got to have to take a big grab. Oh, he pulled it down. Has he got it? Ablett's not doing much. Back it comes. Oh, holding the ball, I thought. Ablett's after it now. He's still got it in front of him.
Brilliant.
That's great. Held without the ball.
Brilliant.
Here it comes back in, and now they've got a chance. Oh, he's got to go somewhere. He's got to play it free. He's going to have to be a hell of a kick. Can he bring that back? Cameron Mooney, is he there? No, point. I think they had... Oh, nice play on.
I thought it bounced over the line.
Here's Dew from Port Power roosting it up on the far wing, and he's got a player there, a chance to go
now
on.
it's being played like a final. This is more like
This is Clinton Young with the ball running down. It's
go all the way, Clinton.
Huge run. Here, bounces in front of Buddy. Buddy knocked out. God, stage for that. That's terrible of Buddy. I mean, sure, get 100 roots in a year.
It's beneath him.
It is. Completely beneath him. Completely beneath him. Look, ridden into the ground with the ball. It bounces free. Away it comes to the Hawthorn. Hawthorn still within the centre of the ground. Gives it a play, not expecting it. Plays okay. Hawthorn now looking to get it forward. They've got to run her out wide. Here's a chance. Away it comes into the forward line, and it bounces to Chance, and it's out of bounds on the
floor.
floor.
He might have got copped one accidentally in the face there, too.
And they can't
he was being held off the ball, surely.
They can't allow that.
Was he being held off the ball?
And he's given the free to Geelong.
Yeah, quite rightly. I mean, Bateman just held him there, just held his foot.
He can't do anything.
You can't do that.
He can't do anything.
You're not allowed to do that.
I know. Oh, yeah, sure.
Don't know how many tats you've got. You're not allowed to do that.
Is that Chris Judd in the crowd, I think, right behind
No way. Is Juddy here?
Yeah, Juddy's here. He's here today. And away it comes now, beautifully diffused. Now Geelong have to get the run on. Can they get this handball inside? I'm never sure about it because it just puts players under pressure. He's got to go back the other way. He gave it up. What's he done here? He's played high. Oh, it's not going for him at the moment.
Well, how can you... What else could you do if a bloke's on his knees?
I know, true, and you're pulling his head off. I suppose the umpire's going to see it sooner or later. Up it comes now, comes off, well read by Geelong, but sadly it's over the boundary line and out of bounds.
And one to go on with.
Yeah, I don't think...
nothing in it.
No, Johnson liked that all that much.
Yeah, here's the Bateman incident, I think. Oh, now look at that. Creative use of the elbow. I like that.
Yeah, no, that was good. That was very good. And Ablett ironed out there. Now Geelong have the ball. Mackie with it gets it into the front half, into the forward 50. Mooney ball up. Three players forming a triangle around Cam.
I tell you what, it looks like Crode has a broken foot.
Is Crode's not playing on?
Crode's got a broken
Is it possible to win the Dyer from the
the dressing room?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
It's possible to win the Dyer from the dressing room. Oh, wow. Crode's got a broken foot and they don't think he'll take any more part in it?
No, he's finished. He's gone.
He's finished for the day?
Yeah, no, he's got a bag of chips in his shoe.
And now here we go. Oh, no, it's a tap down and Hawthorn get the ball away.
But I don't think they're going to miss anything with Crowe.
No, I don't think he wasn't doing much either. They should get another player on there, hopefully by now. They will have worked that out. Oh, they knocked it free in the forward 50. Here they go. Geelong really applying the pressure now. Away it comes. It's still free in the forward 50. It's still going forward.
Who wants it off the
kick off the ground. Is it going to roll?
Yeah.
In the back. Oh, that was very lucky there for Hawthorn. I thought they ironed Stokes out over the line. Oh, no. And I think it might have been Corey going hard for it there. That was a very telling bit of play.
Now.
Oh, in the back. God, that's got to be in the back. Well, consistency, you can't expect too much.
No.
And here's a very short kick out. Be lucky to go 15 metres.
Well, they're having trouble with their kick outs.
Well, they're hardly getting it out of there. They're still in the 50. It's taken
that's 4 kicks.
I know. It's weird. I don't know what's going on here. It's very hot, of course. And
the heat can play with your mind.
It can. It can make bugger distance for you, too. And look at that kick right out there. I think he's going to pick that up. The Croft's going to pick that up.
Croft's just going to usher that over the side.
That's stupid. I mean, who's that to?
Well, it was to Croft, ostensibly.
I know, yeah. And the boundary line. And sadly, the boundary line got there first. And Ottens, I think they're putting on his boot as the Martin Blake comes in to do the ruck for Geelong. Oh, he's wrapped up. He's got to be a ball up. Look, very good. Oh, Lord, what if he given a high tackle?
No way.
Yeah, he gave it high. And this is Clinton Young with the ball. So it does look as though Crode might be the Dyer Hall medalist, the first Dyer Hall medalist.
We can't...
Oh, Chapman coming off the bench. Now they've got a bit of space.
Well.
Yeah, they've got a bit of space. He's boots got on. They've got somebody free there.
Take your time, son.
Otten.
Take your time.
Otten, can he do it? He's missed it.
What an idiot.
Oh, he had 20 players in front of him there.
What an idiot.
Oh, Lord, I haven't seen you read about it in the papers.
What an idiot. I mean, look.
Oh. It's the heat. It can play with your mind, can't it? That was a telling moment.
It's just unprofessional, and it gives the whole code a bad look. It's 150th year. What are we doing? Celebrating stupidity?
We are, sadly.
Sadly, we are.
And Hawthorn have it in the back line. They can't get it out of this 50. They haven't been able to get it out of the 50 for this quarter, and there's another shocking kick.
But at least it went out of the 50 by about 2 centimetres.
That's true.
Before
they've got real
over.
trouble. They've got no game breakers, and they're being really shut down in the middle. There was a brilliant bit of play from Chapman that deserved a goal. Here's Chapman again.
Two good Chapman.
Pulling his head off, of course. Now he's got to take a mark or attempt to get a mark. Somebody on the ground there. They've gone for the safety, another point. These points could be telling in the end, so it's 44 plays 39.
Yep.
And this is Guerra with the ball.
Who's
Somebody else
down
in
now?
trouble.
Someone else in trouble?
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, they've got a broken foot.
No.
I mean, that can spread. I mean, one bloke gets it, the next thing you know, half a dozen blokes got broken feet.
It's like an epidemic. There's a virus of broken feet. And now we think Bateman's off injured as well.
Bateman's off with a suspected broken foot.
Broken foot, they're waiting for an examination.
Yeah.
And they've only got 2 on the bench, the Hawks.
Two of whom are limping.
2 of whom are limping. So they go back inside the 50. I don't know quite why that works. And here's Guerra with the ball. Guerra now running across. They're still not out of the 50.
We haven't heard much of Guerra today.
No, he's been doing a few things, kicking it in mainly off the points that he's created. And, of course, there's Chapman a bit wider there. And he's left... Oh, they moved Hunt up on the forward line. He taps it back to Chapman. Oh, God. Lord, they want to man up here, Hawthorn, or they're going to get run out. Here it comes onto the forward line.
Not too easy, and pushed in the back. Is that going to be another 50?
No, I don't think so. Is that Lonergan with the ball? It is. No pancreas, no liver, no feet, but he's still out there. Went to the Paralympics. I won a couple of gold medals in shot put, and he's back with us. He's a brilliant player, and of course he didn't have to go to Germany either to get the rubber band put in his stomach.
No, that's right.
And so
that's right. I mean, he's a miracle. He's a miracle.
A miracle, an absolute miracle. Come on, Tommy, give it a roast. Oh, what's he done with it? He's got that in there. No, he's kicked it out on the foot. No point. Oh, hang on. No, out on the full.
Out on the full.
But they're toying with them. They've had so many shots at goal, so many chances, and they don't get it out of their 50. They're going to be lucky to get it out of their 50 here. It's completely
he doesn't know who to kick it to. He's just standing there swearing.
Look, he's bounced it once. He's going to have to take the point. I don't know how that helps him. I don't know how that helps him at all. I mean, that is stupid. 6-9, they've given away a goal in points. Now they've got a chance here. Because Bateman's off, who's a bit of a gun through the middle.
Yes.
And, of course, the other bloke, Crode.
Well, Crode was their specialist, get-out specialist.
He was their get-out-of-back 50 specialist. And now he's in the rooms with the feet up in the ice having a large one. I mean,
with that medal swinging around his neck.
I was going to say, with the dire medal swinging. Look, they got no one to go to. No one to go to. Oh, yes, and this is...
Well, hang on, they could break out here.
Well, I'm hoping that they're going to get in the 50 for the first time this quarter. It doesn't look as though they are because it's going to go over the line and out of bounds. No, it's not. There they go, quickly onto Harley. Away it comes now.
Come on, boys.
Come on, Hawthorn, get into it. You're going to bugger this up. There's a chance. Oh, no, that's good play.
Is that old Croft?
Oh, no, I don't think it's Croft.
No,
and they got it well. Oh, look, here he goes.
Oh, bad bounce.
Oh, look.
Yes.
Yes, hooray at last. Oh, why didn't he let that go? It was a goal.
Because it's selfishness.
Selfishness.
And now if he misses this, and it's possible.
Anything's possible. They get the point. So this will bring them level. It'll be 7-3. I can't do that.
No, they'll be in front, 45.
Yeah, and they've had no play all quarter.
Play all day?
I know. And Geelong will be absolutely ropeable. Okay, 7-3, 45, plays 6-7, 43.
Hello, world. You are cracking crime Aussie style with those 2 old Ds who don't mind putting big bolts through the nuts in search of truth here on Triple J.
Yes, welcome back, Roy. What an interesting quarter. It's hard to imagine one side having all the possession and being behind on the scoreboard.
But it comes down to kicking accuracy, doesn't it?
True, it does.
They haven't been kicking well.
No. And Buddy still hasn't got a goal, I don't think. He's got the 100 roots up and 100
no
goals.
Goals.
Yeah.
Do you think he'd trade 100 for 1 goal?
No, he'd trade 25 roots for a goal, I reckon. So it's 45 base, 43. And inside 50s, you've got 28 to 19. But it just feels like a lot more.
There, yeah.
Because it hadn't come out of the 50 all that much. We're back in the middle with the ball up 6-9, 7-3. If you just joined us approaching half-time in the boot part 1. It would be weird. Oh, Lord. That's attacking the head. Someone's gone down really hard. Ablett.
that was a hit to the head.
Yeah, it was Ablett. He might take his number there. Oh, I don't know, Sam Mitchell. I don't know. I suppose you've got to get the captain doing something. If I've got the right player there, I might have missed that player. Ablett sort of looks okay.
Well, he might have been acting.
Yeah, probably acting. You know, his old man was an actor.
He was a total actor.
Yeah, that's true. You could have played Shakespeare. All the parts in Shakespeare probably has with the Hotham players. Back it comes now, a lot of players.
I expect to see him bob up in Underbill.
That was bad there from Hawthorn. They go. No, keep going because the Hawthorn mucked that up. They had 3 players going for the dreadful.
Well, they got in each other's way. No communication.
That's why you need Crode out there. He's Mr. Communicator.
Well, he used to. Yes, he would do all the talking. Steer him around the park.
Indeed. That was the... let's see, I've just slightly... Oh, Sam Mitchell, yes, the skip got that one. And away it comes now. They had a chance there, Geelong. They're not making the most of their chances. Here it comes free again. Barco in the front there. Gets it on the toe. Has he pulled that back far enough? No. Point. Hard luck.
They're
good
good
try.
at the points, but see, there was another occasion where, with a bit of a composure, they had numbers in front of the goal.
They did.
Why not just take your time, settle, give it to someone in a better position?
Well, I don't know what's going on here as they get the ball away. At least they've got it into the back pocket now. This is quite an achievement for Hawthorn this quarter. As the scores are, 1 point now. Geelong in front by a point. Remember, David Parkin said Geelong would win by 3 points. And this
That's
is
right.
unerringly
accurate.
Unerringly accurate. So far, it could happen. Away it comes now to... Let's see, I think this is Clinton Young here.
But the Cats are going to be disappointed. They're not
here's
20
trouble.
points in front. They should be 20.
Ball up. Oh, he's lost the ball out. Oh, I think that's very unfair away it goes. And Hawthorn have done okay there. Back to Clinton Young, who goes the far side and straight. Oh, why did they play
kick it, you idiot.
Oh, Lord, Hawthorn, don't you want to... Sorry, Geelong, don't you want to win this? And here's Harley.
Oh,
that was very bad play.
On the goal.
That was very bad play.
That was shocking play.
Very bad play from Geelong. As it was from Hawthorn up there a little while ago too when they...
Well, of course, it may be the heat.
Maybe the heat. Oh, it could fry your brains, honestly.
Yeah.
Look, he could have taken that ball himself. He didn't have to knock it to no one. And now it's still in the back 50 here for Hawthorn, or in Geelong's front
but they're
half.
so confident now. They've spent so much time here.
Yeah,
they feel at home
here.
here.
They do. They certainly do. Here they go. He's gone one way. Oh, he has to boot it out with really looking for the boundary line. And why didn't that guy take the mark?
I know.
It's just weird.
It's baffling.
And now what's happened to Chance Bateman? Does he look as though he can come back?
Well, I heard he's got a broken foot, or a suspected broken foot.
Well, he's certainly got the virus, the broken foot virus. He may be able to play on with the virus as they go in and now they...
Well, some players cope with pain better than others.
Well, with virus on the feet better than others. You know, remember we had a case of that? Here's a chance.
Oh, here we go. No way.
Oh, look, he's taking a shot at goal. It's going to be Buddy. It's going to go all the way through. Goal! Big goal.
That's a huge goal.
He's a very good kick, that kid. And so now 51, that's Clinton Young with a great kick there. Very good, accurate kick.
That was a great kick. That was, 65 metres?
I think so, 65 metres. And so the score's now 46 and 8-3, which is quite a score. It's 51.
Well, see, that was a 12-point turnaround, that mistake, by not taking the goal.
I know, that was ridiculous.
Not taking the shot.
I know. Bomber Thompson will be ropeable. Remember, he's changed his name by Deepole.
To Bomber Mitchell. Mitchell now?
Mitchell Williams has moved on. He does it while he's on air. And so the score in the boot part 1 is 6-9, 46, 8-3, 51.
What is that horrible sound? It's the sound of criminals confessing football failure in the 2008 Boots Part 1. Remember, all those screams are loud.
The Hawthorn's 3 right in the middle now as we approach half-time. 3 minutes to go to half-time. Out wide it goes. And up they go again. Here's Bateman back out there. They might get a bit of run now.
Footman. Oh, beautifully done.
Harley will be pissed off with the muck-up. He booted it into a player up the other end. He goes up the line on the far side. Has he got somebody on the run there?
No.
He's got the ball back. Rook's got the ball back. Now he's got to get a handball away. Great play to Ablett. Ablett goes one way, then the other way. Look at the pace of the bloke. Here he comes. A little bit of a G-come over the top. Can Stokes make him in? No, he can't. Stokes will do something really silly.
Couldn't get rid of it.
No, it's going to be a ball up.
Got to be a ball up.
Yeah. Ball up. 3 players around him.
And he might have got a bit winded. He might be winded because he hit the ground pretty hard there.
This is a shocking kick from Ablett, though, because what happens is he doesn't
Well,
get
it
any
hit someone
time.
on the way, HG. It was interfered with.
Yeah, their inside 50s are not great at the moment for Geelong. But they've had all the play virtually in their front half.
They must be baffled.
Oh, no. Now he's got in the back. Has he paid in the back? He might have paid in the back here. He has.
So they get out of jail once again.
Yep. Yep, in those we've got 2 minutes to half-time now. The ball comes out to the card table side and a mark taken there by Hawthorn. They go up the line here further. Have they got a player on the run or is it just a speculator? Sadly, it's a speculator, but they do okay there. Chapman with the ball. He gets a handball away. The handballs haven't been great today. Not as crisp as you normally expect from Geelong. On to number 20, who is Corey, is it? Up onto the forward line. Pushed out. He played for it, but he pushed him out. Guerra, sure, you can maybe read about it in the paper. The 1 minute 47 from half time.
No, he's rueful, but that's the rub of the green.
Sorry, it was Johnson who kicked the ball up. Oh, Stokes too. Oh, no, Lord.
Can't be Stokes. Surely.
Oh, Stokes has had a shocker. They played him. I don't know why they played him, but, if he kicks this... Look at the flies coming into the picture too.
I know, that's the heat that brings out the flies.
Yeah, it's just amazing how many flies. I would say this is the most fly-blown.
Yeah, and how important is this kick?
In the context of the game.
Football.
No, it's a point. Very bad point. But at least it's in their 50. So the scores go on to 6-10 now. Starting to blow up 47 to 8-3, 51.
6-11, I think, HG.
Sorry,
6-11, 47.
Okay. 6-11, 47, yes. And that's out of bounds almost on the foot. They just marked it inside the squidgeon. Here they come now, tapped away. Should be a Geelong ball here. No, it's not. It's picked up by Hawthorn. Hawthorn is stuck in the back line a little bit, trying to find some way to burst it through. They're going to have to run it up. And Geelong are equal to the task. And now they've got a chance now. Oh, he's almost held on to it. He gets away from one. He gets it to a pass. Now they've got a chance.
Easy. Who's there?
That far. Oh, I don't know about that. Anyway, played it back. Harley goes to the far side.
Good
they
play,
get it away to
good
Hunt.
play.
Hunt kicks it out wide. They've got a runner there. They've got a couple of runners there. Oh,
no.
It's just no crispness, no. It's all sort of horribly unplayed, isn't it? And away it goes on the forward line. This might be Stokes again with the ball. Oh, Jesus,
no.
Stokes! Oh, why don't they find a target? That was horrible. They're just going horribly badly here. And, of course, it's defused. And Hawthorn have the ball. Away it comes now. Back in he's caught with the ball. And away it goes again. They're shutting them down. They've got to get the ball back, though. Here's a chance. They've got the ball free. And it's going to be... Oh, it's knocked out. But Rook's got it. He plays it away. It looks like Ablett. Ablett knocked over. It's very slow motion. The ball now. Come on, somebody
kick the bloody thing.
Kick out wide. Find a shot. And there it is. It's coming back into goal. Is Mooney got a chance?
Yes.
Now, can he do this?
Wow.
Can he do this?
Now, who's been ironed out here? Who's that?
This is Harley by the looks. Is it Harley?
Yeah,
Harley.
Harley is grinning. He's somewhere else and he's got a broken foot.
And he's got the virus. There's the halftime siren. Is that the halftime siren?
It is the halftime siren.
What a dramatic kick this is. What an amazing moment. They'll give him the smelling salts and a couple of jabs. They'll probably replace the liver at halftime. Very important kick from Mooney.
Vital.
Back it comes. He's got it.
No, he's missed it.
He missed it. He missed it.
Can you believe that?
1 point.
Can you believe? How does that happen?
I know. They're professionals. That's why. Professionals. A rueful smile as they're carried off.
Well, you just try and kick it too hard.
I know. It's just
showboating.
They played very badly for the amount of possession in that quarter. Hawthorn had bugger all chances, and they managed to kick 3 goals. Yep. 3 goals.
Against
3 goals
the Tide.
won against the Tide.
Yeah.
The best Geelong could do was 1 goal 9. Admittedly, a lot of those are rushed by the stupidity of the Hawthorn defence.
Yes.
But 1 goal 9.
Okay, well, if Geelong lose this match, and there's a good chance now they will, that quarter lost in the match.
It was just terrible.
It was pathetic.
It was pathetic. They had chances of very poor options. Harley, they think's heavily concussed.
Yeah.
Very poor options. They took a lot of marks in the forward 50 and played on stupidly. Anyway, that's all in the record books now. The score at halftime in the boot part 1. The Hawks are in front, 8-3-51, mainly to Geelong's ineptness rather than their brilliance. And the Geelong Cats off the kitty liller doing a poo, 6-12-48. Join us for the second half right after this.
So there it is, crime buffs and footy lovers. One half of the searing investigation from Operation Chopper's Jacket in this episode of Blood and Bone, locked away forever. It has been exhausting. Like you and the rest of the nation, we need a beer, a bun and a breath of fresh air. Join us when the bashing around the head with the telephone book begins again in a few minutes' time. And the Boot Part 1, sit down, you are rocking the boat, continues. Locked on Triple J.
Holidaymakers stuck for somewhere to take the caravan this Christmas? The kids had enough of Dreamworld and Wet n Wild on the Gold Coast? You want somewhere familiar and cheap, yet entirely different and close to home. That's why this year you'll be making a beeline for new old Melbourne town in Bexley. This award-winning theme park is set on 47 hectares and has everything you love about Victoria. See Ned Kelly robbing Glenrowan Bank. See Peter Layla raise the Southern Cross at the Eureka Stockade. And see the Ballarat Gold Rush every hour. And when you've had enough of the sights, you can eat yourself silly for $500 at Federation Square House, opposite the full-scale replica of Flinders Street Station. Then when the little ones are sick of walking, hop on a tram and watch Laver Arena whiz by. That's new old Melbourne town Bexley, Australia's newest theme park. It's more real than the real thing.
Owner Builders. That new house going up in your street. What is wrong with it? The design seems okay. The house-to-land ratio? Not a problem. The grey water mechanisms are state-of-the-art. So what the hell is wrong with it? 1. The bricks are imported from New Zealand. 2. The toilet tiles come from Italy. 3. The copper pipe was extruded in South Africa. 4. The white goods are German. No wonder the place stinks. Ask yourself, would former ARU legend John Eales live in an eyesore like that?
Welcome back to the business end of the season. Amateur detectives and forensic bucks. This is the Boot Hot One. And it's part 2 of the AFL Grand Final. We welcome all members of the armed services, whether on active duty or retired, and all ASIO spooks to the MCG on that one day in September as we continue to root out corruption, failure and criminal incompetence here at AFL HQ. And now, let's continue the probe by pulling out fingernails one by one with a blunt pair of pliers in search of the truth. In charge of the questions and toolbox are those two fearless, pipe-smoking investigators, Paul Watson Slaven and Holmes Nelson. Are you ready to pull, Holmesy?
Yes, certainly I am. King Wally Otto in the soundproof booth, and welcome back to the MCG, where we greet you with the news that happened from Hawthorn, the Wee and the Pooh. 8 goals, 351 points to the Cattery, 6-12-48. So it's a slight advantage to the Hawks on this very hot day, rampaging Roy Slaven.
It
Roy,
is. It's the hottest grand final in history.
Yes. Who looks fresher now?
Well, I'd have to say at this stage that probably the Cats look the fresher.
Uh-huh.
You know, there's a lot of what I'd call walking wounded amongst the Hawks. But you can never write off that Hawk heart.
No, the Hawk heart. Now, there's been a lot of defensive work go on, hasn't there, from the Hawthorn team.
And it's worked.
Yes.
It's a real rope-a-dope we're seeing here this afternoon.
Indeed, you're very good. But you'd have to say that Geelong were absolutely their own worst enemies.
Oh,
especially
without
inside
doubt.
You know, they're 50 in the dying minutes of that quarter.
Yep.
They had all the play.
They had every opportunity to put them away.
Yeah.
They could have been 5 goals up now.
Indeed.
You know, and Thompson stroke Mitchell knows that.
Stroke Williams,
yeah.
Yes.
Knows that.
Yes. And look, there he is. That's lying in there is the concussed Tommy Harley under that blanket.
In that refrigerator.
Cold.
That's how bloody hot it is.
Yeah, and so cold is it in there, he's had to get himself under the blanket.
That's right. That's right.
And it's a special blanket that they use in Antarctica. And there's Ling. Ling went out of it that quarter a little bit.
Yeah.
What have you got there? It's Geelong have bought the refrigerator.
Well, they brought the fridge, and that's, I think, a wise thing to do. But I tell you what, actually, you sit in that fridge at half-time, you get out cold.
Takes you a while to warm up.
Takes you a while to warm up.
Yeah, no, it's a weird thing. But it looks like Bateman's back up and running.
Yeah, and his dude's okay too, you'd be happy to know.
Yeah, well, I certainly was worried about that, but he gave it a good reef there and certainly straightened it up, and it looks pretty right. Otten's here on screen, and it's a big loss to the skip, isn't out there, isn't it?
Oh, it is.
What news of Harley?
No news on Harley. All I know is that Mitchell Thompson is not talking to him.
Right.
Didn't say a word.
Right.
In fact, Mitchell Thompson said nothing at half-time, which I found remarkable.
He introduced himself as Williams. The second half is underway, and we're right in the middle here as the ball comes out. Ablett had a quiet first half. Bateman fell over. Geelong have the ball through Ling.
Ling kicked it in his head.
Kicks it into a player's head onto, looks like Mackie. Mackie there holding it up. He's held them up. It'll have to be a ball up. Can't see anything wrong with that except a stalemate. Now, Roy, you had a look at Harley when he came off. You asked him the standard questions. Who am I? What am I doing? And what's the capital of the
Netherlands?
I was going to say the Democratic Republic of the Congo. And he got all three right.
He did, which made me know that he was heavily concussed.
Oh! Ablett held with the ball. It's a beautiful tackle. Sadly, no opportunity to get rid of it. It'll have to be a ball up. And that's the fabulous lads.
Oh, getting the buttock work there on the left, which is always good.
Yeah, Varco there. Tight buttocks, and the other player lying down enjoying it.
Got him this heat, tight buttocks. Can get to you.
And the heat, Roy, we've got a figure now, haven't we? It appears to be 19 degrees.
Yes.
It's incredibly hot. Away it comes Mackie looking for something in the forward line. He's got Cameron Mooney on the lead. Can he take a grab? Yes! He's paid it. Oh, that's exactly the start. The catch won it.
No, but can he kick it?
Well, he won't kick it.
He won't kick
it. Without saying. He hasn't got a open L of kicking it. But this is a grab, and I think it's the Hawthorn player.
And it was touched. It was touched.
He controlled it.
So
it is grand final time. Look out in the papers.
Exactly. He's going to work on his back there by the looks of things. Changed his mind. Quite wisely.
And here's another point coming up for the Geelong Cats. There it goes, straight through the middle.
Oh, it's a poster. Yeah, good one. Yeah, well done, blokes.
Oh, Lord, they can't buy a goal at the moment.
No, and that's the funny thing, you know, in the last week, often the thing you forget to practice is
goal kicking. Yeah, I know, true. 6-13, now plays 8-3. It's, 49 plays 51.
Yeah, you think you've got every base covered. And Thompson Mitchell must be thinking now,
what did we forget?
Oh, that's right.
Goal kicking, especially Cameron.
Could you make a note? He'd be telling something.
He would be. He'd be telling something. Now, they still can't get it out of their 50. Geelong have been very good at zoning.
Well, I don't think they want to get out of their 50.
No, that's true, because they're
supremely confident.
In their 50.
Yeah.
It's when it comes up their 50. I mean, the Hawthorn 50, they get a bit worried.
They do.
And do you think we'll see Buddy kick a goal in this half?
Oh, no.
No.
No, I don't think so.
In fact, they're going to play the whole time in their 50.
In their 50.
And win by 2 points.
Yeah.
As it comes up the line now, still a chance.
Oh, they've got it. Yeah, well done.
They're going to get into their 50 in a minute if they don't watch out.
Too easy.
This kick here will get it into the 50.
Oh, too easy.
That's
Croft. Oh, good one, Croft.
I suppose that's the pressure of a grand final, isn't it?
Yeah.
And here it comes straight back. No one got that one. There much advantage there. And away it comes down. It's bottled up on the central wing in front of the shade.
Yeah, ball up. The thing about Harley is, HG, you ask him 3 questions, you know he won't know the answer. Sure as eggs, if he gets those right, you know he's concussed.
He got all those 3 right.
He did.
Who am I? What am I doing? And the capital of the Democratic Republic of the Congo.
He got it all right.
He's young. He can boot these from a long way out. Hey, he's got it back. Who's he got it to? Oh, he's got it to a Geelong player. Here's a chance here going one way, the other way.
Kick it, Sonny.
Oh, he's kicked it.
No. Point.
Oh, big roar there.
Very close, though.
Did you notice the barbecue set up in that shot?
I did.
It's good. I just hope they get something on now.
I know. Another broken foot.
Clinton Young down with another virus in the foot there.
Broken foot.
And
see what happened? The hyperextension.
Yeah,
oh, no.
Hyperextension. Isn't hyperextension a tricky thing, though?
Oh, it is. There's so much of it.
They got to needle that up and get him back
it's
out
like
there.
ADHD. It's everywhere.
That's right. It's a pity you can't use Ritalin to fix it.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, they're curing.
Well, I tried. Has anyone tried Ritalin on them? On a bag of chips in the shoe.
The German doctor did. He had enormous success with it. Otten's with the ball now in front of the card table here. A little far out to score, but that hyperextended foot doesn't look good, does it? Here they go. I'm wondering if they can bugger something up here. Off hands. It's tapped away. Hawthorn with the ball. It's still in their 50. Very short handball there. They're struggling to get it out. Mr. Bateman gives them a go. And now they've got a chance. They take a beautiful mark there. And that might be Xavier Ellis, one of the stars in the horse this afternoon. Here's trouble. Oh, he's knocked it away. Geelong get the ball back.
Sensible.
Lord. Chapman out wider. Here's trouble. Mackie,
what's he done? Has it gone close?
Oh, no.
Oh, here we go. Another point.
Yeah, another point.
He's too close.
He's far too close.
Far too close.
I don't know why
too
Mackie,
much time to think about
Mackie far too selfish there. Should have had a shot at goal himself. He kicked it all the way in. Now he's kicked it to a bloke called Lonigan without a liver, without a toe, without a foot, suffering from foot
Who has
virus.
form. I think he's had a couple of shots today without doing much.
No, without going the distance. And so Lonigan now from a very difficult shot. Everything riding on this. He kicked it. Oh, he's missed
hit the post. Yeah, not a beauty. Yeah, well
People
done,
are starting
boys.
to laugh, I think.
Well, I am.
Oh,
Look at that, 14 behind.
We thought it'd be a bit of a shootout, but we didn't expect it to be this much of a shootout. And now I think it's Guerra with the ball in the goal square. He never knows what to do with it because he kicks it
kicked to himself. Oh, okay.
He bounces
Why
once.
not?
Yeah, I know. There's no one else there. I might go out there.
On
and
a
get it.
short sharp.
Yeah, they still haven't got it out of the 50 yet.
No.
I've noticed. That's a terrific. The bloke with the ball at the moment is Birchall. Birchall gets it on to Bateman. Bateman out wider.
Well, normally Bateman goes forward.
Well, I think he might kick
Give
it back
him
into
his
the
due.
50. Yeah,
why
no,
not?
almost tried to. Just Sam Mitchell got in the road of that one. It wasn't intended for Mitchell.
But this rope-a-dope is paying off.
Oh, it's incredible. There's still a point ahead, I think, on the scoreboard. No, 2 points
2
ahead.
points ahead.
And they
haven't had to out of their 50 in quarter and a half.
No, it's just incredible. I've never seen a game played like this as they lurk up there.
Well, it's this revolutionary tactic that might...
Do you think they would have studied this?
Yes.
They've studied. Chapman got the ball here. Chapman, he kicks the ball up in front. He's got a player on the move and he's found him. Up over the top it goes. They've got to get a goal here, surely.
No, he'll miss that. He'll miss that. Here we go. Post on.
Oh,
he went.
high five!
Oh, bang.
Very good.
Very good.
Oh, no. 6-14-56, have I got the numbers right? And 8-4-52. Might be 7-14-56. On the boot, part 1. Geelong in front.
Australia, Len Teal and F.J. Holden are peas from the same pod, separated only by time and violence. But they are still on the job, rooting out football failure live on Triple J.
Yes, 56 plays 52. I might have got that slightly wrong in the call. 56 plays 52. And Ablett with his first goal of the afternoon, I think. Oh, no, he got
second,
2.
yeah.
He's 2. We're back in the middle now. Geelong
Remember, he
tapped
got
away
that
easily.
100-metre.
Ah, yes. Now it goes wide. Here come the Hawthorn team. Bateman with it. Bateman decides to roost it up on the forward line. Bit of pressure there. But he's found a Buddy. Buddy could kick this.
He could. Good work, Bateman. Bateman's been a revelation.
Well,
this
Bateman's
afternoon.
been a very good linking player.
Yeah.
Without Crode out there, you know, you've got
Well,
to go
he's
to
had to fill Crode's shoes.
And he gets away here from Scarlett. So we watch in replay now, and Buddy on the 50-metre arc can kick these, and it would be a timely goal if Buddy could eject himself into the game at the moment, because I don't think he's done much yet.
No, he hasn't.
He could. I tell you what, if he misses this, he could be.
He's got it.
He's got it. That's a great kick from Buddy. The first goal for Franklin for the afternoon. 9-4, 58 plays 7-14, 56. It's a shootout.
City Homicide, the Strip, Rush, and the AFL in bed together, making the world a safer place for ordinary citizens and doing their best work right now on Triple J.
Yes, so a quick reply there from Hawthorn, and quite against the run of play in a way, given that they took 2 kicks to get it.
Yeah, but this is what the Hawks are doing this afternoon. They're playing with their heads. They're saying, righto, come on, let's play it in our 50 for 10 minutes, and then a breakout, and they can score a goal.
I know, messing with their heads. Let's play it now 50. You're absolutely right, Roy. As we see the third quarter unfolding here in the boot.
Well, it could be a genius strategy.
Well, it could be. I've never seen anything quite like it. Ottens gets the ball away onto Ablett. Ablett looks for a kick. Out wide it goes. Gee, that's a telling kick because it goes to no one. And it gets it on to, I think it might be Enright. Goes backwards and then finds a runner. Getting a bit of space there. Looks these two, Corey and Johnson.
He's done well there.
Corey and Johnson, that is brilliant.
Well.
Now, if he can get somebody on the end of that, it could be the play of the afternoon.
Why would it matter? No one's going to be able to kick it from here.
Ball up, that's okay. Hodge knocked it out. Lonigan there was the target, but they defused him with the one in front and one behind. And Hodge knocking it over the boundary line and out of bounds. The ball's thrown in again. Remember, we've got 4 boundary umpires this afternoon. Ottens taps the ball down, but Shark, beautifully done by Ottens there, backing up. They're stealing the thing. Ablett in there. He's got the ball. He went high.
Taken
got it
high.
Away. Chapman gets it wider. Now they need a kick into the forward line here. Have they got somebody on it? Nobody there. That should have been a free for a high tackle for mine, but they let it play on, and it rolls through for a point.
Behind.
Well, Varco there on screen might have got the point. Let's have a look. He's taken high. Once he gets out of it, he handballs. Great play. Chapman gets the ball. And now we've got, I think it might be Greer with the ball. And he's going to kick it to himself, probably most likely.
But we have got, this...
Look how short their zone is.
Yeah, I know, but it's a tight grand final.
Tight grand final, it is. It is. It's, bizarre grand final. The idea that Geelong can play it in the Hawthorn, in their top 50.
Yes. And not
as long as
score.
they like, and not score. And every time we get the ball, we go down the other end, break
And score.
out, and
Easy.
score. Yeah, no, weird game.
Weird game. Yeah. I'm not saying it's a bad game.
No,
weird.
it's just unusual. You just got to take a while to get your head around it. It's a beautiful kick there too, straight to the Geelong player.
Both
Mackie gets
overrun
up.
it. I love that.
Yeah, and away it comes now. The terrible handball again, probably due to pressure.
Yeah, Chapman
gets.
Oh, good kick, Chapman.
Oh, at least I wonder if he dropped
Oh,
it.
he did drop it.
3 on 3. I like that. 3 on 3. And
Okay, well, by
here comes the
rights, Hawthorn should
get a
score
goal.
easily, yeah.
Here's a goal coming up. Roughhead with the ball. He's got the one with the ball. He pushed it
Was
out.
he held off the ball?
Pushed out. Geelong free. Roughhead.
beautiful look,
Pretty bad in the paper. There's the push out. There.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with that.
No,
I
well,
mean, God, years ago, that was encouraged.
I know. Geelong with the ball in the back 50 for one, in their 50 for one chance. Away it goes on the far side onto Hunt. Hunt coming wider into the middle. He's found somebody there. He's
well
got a
done,
runner.
Hunt.
Here they go,
This is
straight
okay.
up the middle. And he's caught with the ball. He got it away. Here's Ablett with the ball now. Ablett's going to have to give a bit of a kick here. Who's he got on it? Yes, he's taken a mark inches off the ground, but he can't kick it from there. It's
No way.
It's Cameron Mooney. And I must say, Joel Corey and Joel Corey's picked up his game, as has Johnson. So Corey's the big. He didn't do much in the first half. He wanted not anywhere near dire medalist, but because we think we've awarded the dire medalist to Crow.
Yeah. No, he's missed his good one. Oh, he's lucky he didn't get a point.
I know. Scores a level.
Well, this must be of some concern to Mitchell, Johnson, Thompson. Williams.
Sandwich. Here's another foot virus.
Yep, it's spreading.
I tell you what, the Geelong doctor's going to have their hands full in the off-season with all this epidemic of foot virus. I tell you, it's just broken out. I've never seen a case like it. It's like the equine influenza.
It is
isn't it?
just as virulent.
Just as virulent. There's a kick up over the top taken there by the Hawthorn player at half back.
Yeah, it might be Sewell.
Sewell, haven't seen much of him this
No, well, Sewell. He's knocking on the door of Dyer.
Oh, it's come off hands. Oh, very heavy in the back. It's going to be a free. Oh, play on. Jesus grief, they all stopped there. And it's going to have to be a ball up now. Ablett gets the ball away. Can't go anywhere with it. They got the ball. What's he going to play?
Well, he won't play on now, of course. And I think Ablett might have bashed his head into the ground there. He might be slightly
They gave a Hawthorn
concussed.
free. Yeah, they did. Hawthorn free.
Hawthorn free, why?
I don't know. I didn't get that at all. Anyway, and they've got a run on here. They've got a chance to go straight to goal. Come on, Chancey, boot it up. Oh, no, he's gone for the hot spot. And, of course, it's defused there nicely by Geelong.
Yeah, but I
he's
think there might be a
Geelong
free over here.
hasn't he?
Yeah. What
Geelong,
for?
yeah.
Well, good question.
Yeah.
Oh, certainly not for that.
Oh, he gave it free for that. Are you leaving the studio yet?
Yes,
Roy?
I am.
Joel Corey's playing a lot better now. Shocking kick there, Corey. God, what's he trying to do?
Get away with that.
I know. On to Hunt. Hunt waits for it to bounce. He collects it on the bounce, and away it goes up the far side into the middle there. Shocking delivery, but it comes off hands. Can Geelong get a player to this thing so as they can get some sort of pressure? No, they can't. Game's starting to open up a little bit, Roy.
Well, it is, I know, but suddenly you think Hawthorn are looking a little outside their comfort zone when they're outside their own 50.
Very bad. This handball's going to kill him. Bartlett, there's a better kick because he found somebody. No. Oh, he's got somebody there.
Well,
Mooney
he wasn't looking.
Mooney
He took his eye off the ball.
I reckon he's got a virus, Mooney.
Well,
A foot virus.
yeah. I mean, if this was Mooney's first game, you'd think, oh, isn't he
Okay,
doing
fair
well?
enough. He's doing pretty well. Here, do you reckon that's a free?
No.
Hardly impeded him at all. I pushed him in the back. And here they go. Chapman with the ball now on the bottom. He gets it away. Hawthorn do well there. Varco comes in for the Cats. It's out wide. Dew gets the ball up onto the far wing. Great mark there from Osborne. Osborne not as dominating as he can
Not
be.
dominating at all. I mean, I think this is Osborne's first touch of the ball.
Yeah, probably. But I could live in hope. Back to Osborne. He's got a second touch. He's racking up possessions. He
well
slipped
done,
over.
Osborne.
Oh, Lord. Now they're going backwards. They're going to have to go back into the 50.
Go back into your 50. That's where you're happy.
That's where you know. There it is, back into the 50
Good.
now. Now it comes out of the 50. Huge handball, that.
Was that Croft?
Yeah. Oh, no, I don't think so. Might have been the Hodge guy. Guys, a beautifully played by Scarlett. Gets the ball away. They're on the run now. Geelong, they're out wide. Now they've got a chance for an overlap going the other way. Hunt, that's right. Here they come through the middle. Bartell. Oh, Bartell, you idiot. Oh, Lord, off the side of the boot there. That's the only thing that saves it. Looks like a Geelong mark. And that is Corey Enright. Enright.
I mean, if you were a
Len,
Geelong supporter,
Len.
you'd be tearing your hair out, wouldn't you?
You would.
How could you support these clowns?
Well, they're on the kitty litter, I reckon, Roy. This is a bizarre game. There's so
Are
many
they on
mistakes.
drugs? Is that possible?
They'd have to be.
That they're on some sort of psychedelic...
Weird. Sort of. Here's a chance. Oh, Lord, he decided to handball it, and then Hunt attacks the ball, understandably. Ball's still in there. Enright comes in. And he's paid a push in the back. Yeah, paid a push in the back.
Yeah, but it's gone to Hawthorn.
Oh, yeah, no. Hunt pushed him in the back. Well. Look, this could be a worry here. 58 points each. Third term. Let's have a look at it again.
Woody just hipped him. He hipped him in the bum.
Bit hard.
Well.
Anyway, let's have a look. He's kicked
looks
it.
good.
He's kicked it. So the Hawthorn go 1 goal up. But there's a weird intensity about the game. It seems to be played in a very slow motion style.
Yes, it is. Well, that could be the heat.
There is never a cold case on the festival of the boot. Operation Chopper's Jacket always gets its man live on Triple J.
Yes, welcome back to the boot. It's a goal ahead. 6 points ahead to the Hawks. Halfway through the third quarter of the boot part 1. And again, Geelong mistakes. Geelong mistakes.
The accuracy, HG. 10-4. 4 behinds is against 16.
I know, 7-16. And
well, there's your stat there. I mean, that's telling you the game.
Well, Cameron Mooney's kicked 12 of those points.
Yeah, well, he has. I mean, he's had an exceptional day for the Hinds.
I know, it's a world record probably in the heat. Of course, Hawthorn get the knockout there from the centre square. Ablett goes in, he frees the ball comes free. Looks like Hawthorn get the ball back. No, a kick by Mitchell up onto the floor. Here's a chance.
That was passed.
Buddy knocked him over he's giving it to Buddy. Away he comes now, Buddy holding the ball, threw it away. Got to be incorrect disposal. Surely. Good play there from the Cats. And Scarlett in particular, who seems to be playing young Bud, the rooter, quite well onto Bartell. Kicks, God almighty, they're just murder on the short kicks as we see Johnson then with the ball. Way comes onto Bartell. And
dreadful pass.
He makes it hard for Varco. Varco does okay. Ling now with it, and they keep handballing it to a player in a worse position.
Shocking kick.
Oh, Lord, that is terrible. The ball's still free there, though. Out it goes to a Hawthorn player. Away it comes. This is Dew with the ball now. Dew just jags it up. Not much of a kick, and looks like Geelong are going to get the ball back. They're playing hard ball.
Held off the ball.
Now they got numbers there. And this is Rook. Rook comes it forward. He's played a free here. I think, no, he's played on. I don't know quite what they're getting started about.
Nor do I. Well,
they give it a free to Sewell.
Oh, he is good. Good. Well, I like Cyril with the ball.
Yeah, it's always good to see Cyril with the ball. Maybe in the back. I don't know.
Yeah, but very late call.
He might have blown the whistle. It's a bit hard to tell.
It is.
That's good kick too from Cyril.
Good. Take it back to the 50.
Yeah, very good kick. Back into the 50. That's the only place they know where they're... And then further back into the 50.
Yeah. And I tell you what, they have so much... They grow an extra leg in their 50s.
They do. Inside their 50, they're the masters of the universe. And so now it's the dying moments. Hawthorn in front. Here's Harley. Looks as though he might be ready to come back after that spell in the cold trap. And...
forced behind.
Yeah, so it's 5 points in it. 5 points in it. And
okay, what's that now? 7-17-59.
7-7-59. A little kick to himself as Guerra now charges out. The view ahead there. Away it goes over the far side. Can they make this work? Oh, no, Bateman did well. But now they've got the ball back. Selwood goes one way, then the other way. He's got no one to pass it to. So he does one of those dreadful handballs.
Geelong are sort of hanging on here, HG.
They are, but
the momentum's gone completely around the other way.
I know, but they've had their chances and they've had a lot of dick kicks, as I'd call it.
Well, dick kicks, yeah.
Yes, and he fell over there at the telling point. Now they're going to doing the right thing. They're going backwards, further backwards. Good. That's great. Now this is where they're in the comfort zone.
Suck them in.
Lord, it's just...
Suck them in.
Yes, now...
Well, it's working, HG. I mean, it's just... It's counterintuitive.
Counterintuitive. Absolutely right, Roy. And they get it to this point. He held on to him there, so he's got to get it free. He held on to him.
No.
Really. Selwood there, back onto Scarlett, who's decided to come up and have a dob into the forward line. Jesus, troopers, they're hard.
Well, that's all right. Now,
I
Geelong
know.
would do well to settle down, slow it down.
Oh, Lord.
Oh,
who's
great
that
kick.
too?
Lovely kick.
Oh, they're giving up now, Geelong. They just don't know what to do.
They
with
don't
it.
know what to do. No.
They need three-quarter time to come, and
No.
they need an orange and a spell in the truck and a settle down.
But it
Here's
must.
Crawford.
He's Croft. He's the old man. But it must get you down if you do all the hard work getting the
Good
ball
mark.
up in front of the
Good
goal,
mark.
and some clown kicks it out.
I know, Stuart Dew there with a great kick into the forward line. Buddy coming into his own a little. He's
Here we go.
Cyril's got a goal, and here they go. Bang, there it is. It's 70 points, plays 58 in the boot part one.
This is Operation Boots, rooting out football failure on your crime, and more crime network, Triple J.
Might be the biggest break either side's had for
It
a
is,
while.
it
It's
is.
looks like it's 12 points.
Yeah.
If I read the maths correctly,
Yeah, I think
12
that's right.
points.
2 goals.
And I think early on, the Hawks blew out to about 20.
They were 2 goals up in the first quarter.
Yeah, 2 goals up. So this
Yeah.
is roughly about as good as you'd hope.
Yeah.
So now, of course, the effort needs to be with all Geelong, and they're just making terrible decisions going forward. It's just as though they're one forward down.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know where that forward's gone.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not getting anything out of Steve
Well,
Johnson.
no, it's
really.
just skills, actually. They're having no trouble getting the ball up.
Yeah, true.
They're
True.
having no trouble
The
getting the
mid-
ball into the 50.
Yeah, but their
It's
choice,
just what happens then.
the choice in the 50s is just dreadful.
Well, it's bizarre.
Now
in
they-
fact, there should be an inquiry. I'm
A probe?
sabotage, I'm saying.
Yeah, sabotage. That's what
Sabotage.
here's trouble, yeah. As something's happened out wide there. Here's Bateman with the ball. He might
Well,
have
he's
a
full
shot
of
at goal.
confidence now, Bateman. Look at that.
He's kicked it out for a point. Oh, well, that could be a telling point. 71 plays 58. Or 59 it is.
59,
the points.
actually,
Yes, we missed a...
Mr. Behind there.
Well, there's been a, what would you call it, a plethora of...
Yeah, well,
behinds.
it's been a behind off.
It's just an old
A
fashioned...
blow-off.
Oh,
good
Lord!
one. Oh, I like that.
That's Bartel, too. Here's a chance they'll get a goal here.
I hope so.
Jude kicks it. He's got a goal. That's
Yeah.
great. That's well referred.
Yeah.
So 12-4, 77. Plays 7-16, 58.
This is the Festival of the Boot Part 1, episode 2008. Sit down, you are rocking the boat. The AFL Grand Final, live on Triple J.
Yeah, well, look, the rope-a-dope in the back half seems to be now paying off as they're going forward and they're kicking easy goals.
They are. And that was great. That was an exhibition of massive stupidity and being punished for it.
And drop the ball exactly at the wrong time.
Exactly.
I mean, you'd have to
Beautiful.
say. I know. And Dew's not the greatest player. I mean, sure, he can kick it a long way.
No, he's just made look great.
Yeah, and he looks as though he could thin off a bit. But
Yeah.
look at this here.
Now, here we are.
Admittedly, the player touched it, and then he drops
He
the ball
just
cold.
drops it cold.
What the hell's he doing? Oh, Lord, that's
Well,
Harry
there's a lot
Taylor.
of panic now. There's panic.
Panic. Yeah, no, they need to get composure back. Ablett with the ball. He gets it away. Now they get a kick up into the forward line. Now, what they need to do is take a grab here, but they just leave it, diffuse it. And Varco hadn't had the best of games. Admittedly, it's easy. He's out of bounds. Anyway, that's Guerrero with the ball running it over the boundary line,
Yeah.
but they're in a handy position here going into three.
And they're getting more confident.
I know.
You know-
Everybody's having a ping at goals. Taylor hasn't played that. Well, he hasn't played that badly, but he's not. I don't know quite what he thinks he's doing up there. Anyway, the Hawks got the ball. They got bumped out of it. Okay, here it comes. Stokes on a player, gives it to a player in a worse position. Ling tries to force the ball forward. Now they've got time here. Now they need a
Wow,
kick that
they
gives
need
them
a
a
kick.
chance.
Yes.
Too easy there. That's Crawford. Got to chase him down. He's kicked it way out of bounds because he's got nothing to kick to up front. And that'll be a throw in on the far
Now,
side.
I
there.
think there was talk at one
he's
stage
paid
of
it. He's
penalising
He has.
someone for kicking
He's
it out.
paid it. Yeah, Rook has the ball. But who's he got to kick it to? What's that to? Oh, Lord. No, they're out in trouble now, Geelong. Geelong are just sort of hanging on here, but they just can't. Here's what's happening here. Here's a ball that's going to bounce the wrong way for him. Who's that down the bottom there? Williams. Here's Dew again.
Here's Dew. He's going to do it again.
Oh, hang on. He's got trouble here. He goes one way. He's fallen over. That saved him. Oh, Lord. Come on. They've got to get the ball back here, Geelong. He's still struggling. Kick. Goal. 13-4, 83, 7-16, 58. It's been a brilliant third term by the Hawthorn Cats. Boy.
Well, this is the championship quarter, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
And they're showing it. I mean, they've got the heart, that Hawk heart.
Hawk heart.
We talked about that earlier.
Yeah, the gastric.
You cannot write that off.
I know. And, of course, they've got the foot problem. They've got the gastric going now
Yep,
for them. It's
they've got
starting
the
to... The heat. It's all starting to work. Remember, it's only 19 degrees here. It's that hot.
Hello, world. You are cracking crime Aussie style with those two old Ds who don't mind putting big bolts through the nuts in search of truth here on Triple J.
Yes, Dew there, breathing hard because he's doing more running than he has at training all year in the last couple of minutes. They want to pull one back here, Geelong, before three-quarter time if they're going to be a chance. They're doing a lot of effort but not getting much for it as Williams takes on Ottens and Williams gets a free. Oh, sorry, Cyril.
Cyril's got the free, yeah.
Cyril got the free.
I mean, when things are going your way, they go your way.
That's true. Now the umpires are starting to think, well, the Hawthorn looks as though they might be winning. We should get with the strength. Here's Hodge now with the ball. Hodge, big kick up onto the forward line. They should be able to mark that. Great mark.
That's
there.
a very good mark.
Enright. Ring. He has to go back to Enright. Maybe they could play it in their 50 for a while.
Well, maybe. We're seeing...
Shocking. Drop the mark again. It's as though everybody's crook. The other side's got the foot virus. They've got the real virus. Beautifully played there by Ablett. No one to go to, though. Now he's got to look. Milburn. He can't break the tackle. He has to go backwards. Oh, Lord.
No,
this is trouble here. Here's trouble here. Oh, he's thrown out of it without the ball. It's got to be a free. Oh, they can't.
They have. They played that.
14-4, 89. 7-16-59. Real trouble for the Cats.
What is that horrible sound? It's the sound of criminals confessing football failure in the 2008 boots. Hard won. Remember, all those screams are live.
Close to three-quarter time, and the Hawks have opened up a very handy lead here in the boot part one. It's a 30-point lead. No quarters allowed. Really 5 goals to be kicked easily. 7-17, 59, place 14-5, 89. Hawks in front. And a couple of minutes to three-quarter time as Scotty McLaren comes in and bounces the ball on the Triple J signage. Up they go. Ottens gets the tap out. I would have thought that was a throw.
It was a throw, didn't it?
Goes. Here it comes into the...
to no one again.
To no one again. And what's that about? They're going to have to play on here. No one's running anymore. They just stopped.
No point.
No point. Now
No point. They can close up shot.
Yep, they've got 1 minute 40 to close up.
Yeah, rope it up, bring them in, come on. Everyone into the 50.
Yeah, everyone into the 50, that's right. They've got no forward line at all. They're getting nothing out of the middle. He decides to take a point.
Well, why not give him a point?
Yeah, indeed.
Might as well.
Here's another bloke down with the foot problem.
Yeah, the foot's gone again.
That's Gillum. There's a few things, Gillum. He might be able to play on with that foot, but you'd think that if they're... Well, they've both got a couple of players off, haven't they?
Yes, they have. Yeah.
Now, they should be able to mark that.
And Geelong are playing with a couple of blokes who really aren't.
Oh, can he take that?
Yeah, but what point? What point?
Okay, Scotty McLaren comes in, officiates and gives the mark. Somebody's gobbing off, and it looks to me as though Geelong have lost all confidence in kicking goals.
Well, they've lost confidence in the umpiring, in the crowd.
Did he have to kick that from outside?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Yes,
someone's saying a goal. Well, can I suggest here it's going to be harder to kick a behind than a goal?
Yeah.
From this position.
Yeah.
But mind you, he might give it. He's going back far enough.
I know. He's going back far enough. And look at that. Oh, here's Harley. Harley looking better. They're going to have to run him in the last quarter. And this is a Milburn with the ball.
Yeah. Now, why would you bother going back 40 metres to kick this? Why don't you just tow it through?
Did he get that?
I'm not sure.
Yes, he got it. 66-89.
It wasn't convincing.
No, I know. And the crowd right out of it at the moment. But still, 4 goals in it.
Yeah.
If they could jag another one before three-quarter time, it would make a lot better for them. But I'm not sure that they can.
I'm not sure they can either.
Well, let's stay with this last moment or two of the third quarter.
Yeah,
in the boot part
what are we looking at? 8-18-60.
Yeah, amazing, isn't it? 8-18-60, 14-4, 89. Weird thing about the scores, 8s and 1s and 4s and 1s.
Yeah.
But sadly, the 4s and 1s are a mile ahead. So that was Milburn's first goal. I don't know him as a kicker of goals, but they've obviously made a move and shoved him up in the forward line, I'd say, or put him on the ball. This is
well, you've got to get Mooney out of there because
Mooney's just
just
clogging up
a
the
waste of
joint,
space.
I know. I'd pull Mooney up to at least centre-half forward, if not further.
Well, I'd put him in the refrigerator.
Yeah, true. Get him in the fridge. Yeah, true. I hadn't thought of that. And there's a kick out from the Hawks. The Hawks now in the back there slightly. Ablett's got a lift.
Well, he's got a lift, yes.
Oh, Ling. Can somebody get on the end of this one? This will be a handy one. No one there. But Ablett got flattened after he got rid of the ball.
Yeah.
And now...
It's a grand final. That should be okay.
Now what's happening is he's kicked downfield and Ablett's going to get it.
Yeah.
I think. Is that what's ruled?
I'm sure there's going to be a ruling in Geelong's favour here.
And Ablett looks to me as though he's going to get the kick from where the ball ended up.
Oh, well.
And Guerra might be the person on the mark. I didn't see who ironed Ablett out, but he's taken a lot this afternoon.
Yeah, now it's been described as a cynical foul.
Oh, did he miss that? No, he got that. He got that. Jesus, they're making this agony for Geelong supporters. So they're back in it now. 72 plays 85 or 89. So what's that difference, Roy? Let's have a look here.
Let's see what happens here.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes, that's a cynical foul.
Yeah, that's terrible.
That's cynical. Yeah.
That's a captain's foul. That one. Look there. That's Hodge. No, sorry, Mitchell at his best. It's Hodge light, but Mitchell at his best. He's jagged that. He tried to get a point.
He tried to get a point, yeah.
No, but he just couldn't. And Ablett back into it. So now they've cut, and they've got a minute to go, and they've cut the margin to 17 points. So a 3-goal last term, or so a 5-goal or 2-goal last term. They're junk time goals, though. This is what the Hawthorn side didn't want to happen. Now they've just got to get one more. Roost up there. Has he got somebody on the far side? No, he's got nobody to play that to. Here they go. He's come on now. Kick up on the... No, they haven't got it. Mackie there.
Caught. Ball.
No,
Hang on, they're blowing up. They're blowing up here.
He went high.
Well, he did go a bit high. I think this might be going the way of the Hawks, though, isn't it?
I don't know. Let's have a look what happened here.
No, Ablett's happy, so it must be going the way of the Cats.
Yeah, so hang on. And something else has happened here off
Someone's
the ball.
been asked to leave the field?
No, somebody else has got foot rot, I would say. I hope this isn't what I think it is. Oh, that's three-quarter time. We missed the siren. How did that happen? 9:18:72. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. We're having so much fun. 9:18:72 to 14:5:89. Roy, can the Cats do it?
Yes, they can. I'm confident they can.
Join us for the final quarter of the Boot Part 1 in a few moments' time.
The Festival of the Boot salutes Alan Curtis and Gerard Kennedy, the original and the best with the bang, the biff and the brawl. Here on Triple J.
This Sporting Life takes this opportunity to acknowledge all those Australians who were told to get stuffed by Kerry Packer. Recent evidence suggests the following should be acknowledged. Neville Wran, Ita Buttrose, Mr. Sparkle Carl Scully, Boxhead Lecky and Sky, Peter Reef, the Very Reverend Dr. Gordon Moyes, The Body, Elle Macpherson, Tracy Grimshaw, the Dangerous Floater Mark Philippoussis, His Royal Highness Prince Philip, Supermodel Kate Moss, Maccabi Diva, Tennis Great Pancho Gonzalez, Wendell Saylor, Tim Costello, and singing sensation Tammin Sursok. These great Australians are now all proud recipients of the Rene Rivkin Medal. And remember, all Rivkin medalists get a 3.5% discount at all home and away AFL football fixtures. Australians, if you feel you've been overlooked for this prestigious bauble and have felt the abrasive side of Kerry's tongue in the past, then get in touch with the Ruskin Committee, chaired by Sir Michael Jeffrey, VC.
Australia, Len Teal and F.J. Holden are peas from the same pod, separated only by time and violence. But they are still on the job, rooting out football failure, live on Triple J.
Roy, just an interesting highlight there. We got Tommy Harley on screen. Look as though he's prepared to come back on Duran down.
He's looking fresh, isn't he? He's right to rock and roll, Harley.
Isn't it a weird game? It was that second quarter where Geelong kicked 9 points that has lost them this match if they should lose it. At the moment, it's 9:18:72, plays 14:5:89. What's your thoughts here, Roy? First goal actually wins it?
I think so. Whoever gets momentum.
Yeah,
but not that Hawthorn need momentum, but the Cats do.
Hasn't Buddy Franklin had a blinder?
Oh, isn't he?
I mean,
I tell you what,
put those 100 roots aside, those 100 goals aside. I mean, he's saved his best till now.
He has. He certainly has.
We're underway in the final quarter here at the MCG in the Boot Part 1, the AFL Grand Final. It's a wonderful day, the hottest Grand Final ever. The temperature has just hit 19 degrees. Geelong have the ball here in the middle. They get it away. Sadly, Hawthorn pick it up. Ling and Ottens bottle up a sandwich, and Hawk makes the meat in the middle.
There's a lot of gobbing off going on out there too, actually.
And Scotty McLaren comes in and bounces the ball. It's Ottens there in front position. He taps the ball. He says, good day in the ruck, but he can't get it. Yes, he can.
Yes, he can.
Ablett's starting to lift.
Stepping up.
Yes, he's stepping up, and now it goes into the forward line. Good mark there, though. Terrific mark there taken by Campbell. Campbell now in the back pocket. We're in the 50 where they like to play it. Hawthorn.
Oh, no, this is.
They could kick it round here for another 20 minutes and they wouldn't be disappointed. Bartlett tries to go. Now they've got
here
it back.
Go. Yep, good.
Another one in the 50 here.
Yep.
And they got runners everywhere. Hodge going around the man on the mark, and I think it might be Rook now taking the position. The umpire calls play on. He's going to have to go back for a point. No, he's not. He comes back towards.
Oh, that's good. That's the fourth kick already in their 50.
Yes, no, it's an old-fashioned rope-a-dope. You've got to come and get it, and we're not going to give it up to you, and we're just going to kick it around the back half here because we like doing that.
We like this.
They'll have to give a point here. I'm pretty sure they will, and they do. Brilliant.
Quite happy to. Why not? Why wouldn't you?
And away it goes. Now, Bateman appears to be...
Bateman is having his chin glued, or stitched back on by the looks.
Here's Hawthorn with the ball. A run through the middle and a troubled kick as they come up now. Hawthorn have the ball. Here's a chance. This could be the one that they want. Here it goes. It's drifting in. I think it was marked over the line, wasn't it?
Yes, it's a point.
So a point each to both sides. Dew's back on. That's
and
great.
It's not often you see a chunky, nuggety, almost fat bloke.
No, he's not. He is fat. I think he's... Oh, look at this. Terrific. Look at the way they hold
Crimea War. Here we are again.
It's fantastic, isn't it? Oh, that's a shocking kick. That is dreadful. There's been a lot of that this afternoon, and there's another.
Equally appalling. Yeah.
That's to Birchall, actually. As he gets the ball, he's found somebody on. They go square on this, and they found a couple of runners in the middle there. Looks like Guerra up from the back line, a long way up from the back line. He jags it over the top, and then again
another appalling kick. I mean, what is going on here?
This game doesn't have much intensity, or it doesn't have much. It just has a lot of points being scored, mainly by the Geelong Cats. That seems to be the main go here. He's got to get rid of it. Gets it to Varco. Varco gets a handball on wider. On the Rook caught with the ball. He's trying to get rid of it. He's ridden into the ground. And the ball up.
Oh, well, no. Well, he's blowing up there. Croft is blowing up because Croft thought he did everything right. Textbook.
Well, he sort of did, and yet sadly he didn't get much chance to get rid of it. Here comes Geelong with the ball. He goes back inside. They kick off the run there, and it's rolling for them. He's got it. Varco missed it.
Oh, good one.
Lord, these handballs, and there's a kick out of fresh air, probably out of bounds on the full, way up in the crowd, and that's Hodge being Mr. General in defence there. It's 73 plays 90, almost kicking in danger, but it's a grand final. Who cares?
Good to see.
Right.
Good to see.
Now, look at this. Goes, he didn't kick over the mark or whatever it is. He wasn't in play. Okay, some of the big Geelong stars down.
Well, now's the time to step up, isn't it?
No one to kick to. They need a grab here. They haven't got... Oh, it's come off hands. Come on, Mooney.
Well, I don't think if they've had a grab in the 50, have they?
No, I don't think so. All afternoon. Barco then goes wide. Here's a chance for him to have a grab in the 50. It's knocked away. They're still running it. He's going to have to go for a... It's rough head, I think, there. They're going to have to go. Oh, Lord, Geelong. He let him off the hook there. And away it comes to 30. They're still in the 50, though, which is good news for Hawk fans.
Yes.
Just out of the 50 now.
Like to look at this attractive new football we're seeing this afternoon.
I know. What would be good is if they went back in the 50 now.
Yes.
Because they're miles in front. They don't have... They can shut up
shop.
Yeah, that's right. 17 points up. They'll never get that.
Here we are. They're back in the 50.
And then they go further back in the 50. Then Hodge decides to do the stupid thing and kick it out of the 50. And he gets it away there to...
Well, they mustn't think they've got quite enough points because they only come in their own 50 if they want to score a goal.
That's true. Mackey had the run of the ball and sadly tipped it over the boundary line and tried to lay a bit on Mackey, but Mackey just fell over. Oh, it's one of those days, and there's the rooter. On screen now, 100 roots, 100 goals. If only he'd trade a few roots for goals, Hawthorn would be in a much better position. And they take it away. Look, he's held without the ball, thrown off the ball, but play on. And it'll have to be a ball up. Milburn getting involved. I like it.
I like it too. And the other thing is, it took, or it's taken, I think, great presence of mind for Hawthorn to hold their nerve.
In the back half.
In the back half.
Oh,
So go back to your own 50. When everything's telling you, go forward, go forward. No.
It's absolutely counterintuitive. That's a good tap out. And then he goes sideways and he's found a mark there. I'm not sure quite whether this bloke can kick it all that far.
No, it's about 60 metres out, too far out for him.
He goes sideways.
He's found someone.
Yes, he has.
Yeah,
found someone.
too easy.
And he's found Jordan Lewis. Jordan Lewis, away from us on the card table. He's growing a beard in company with the Warriors there. And that was a nice kick there from Robert Campbell. And we've got now a chance for a score, which would open it out nicely.
It would open it out very nicely. Now, let's see.
We got a beautiful shot there.
He's missed it. Oh, God almighty.
Crowd go quiet.
Yeah, understandably.
And
And two, I mean, Geelong can't take too much away from this. They might think, oh, yeah, look, we've done about 18 behinds. Well, 8 of those have been forced.
Yeah, they've been rushed by the other team.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this. Chapman playing way out of the position. Oh, what did he do that for?
Oh,
God.
No. Sabotage. There's so much sabotage.
It's the virus. Come on, Ablett needs to do something. Ablett's got to get into this. Okay, that's better. Oh, he plays on. Lord, I wish he would do that. Go and kick it to somebody who can take a grab. Can somebody take a grab? No! Point. Oh, that's painful, isn't it?
It is painful.
Cameron's trying to lay it off to everybody. Rook doesn't even really try, really. He can't get anywhere near it, fair enough. And the ball comes off, spills off. So Hawthorn live to fight another day. And they've got it where they want it, in their back 50. This attractive football. Look, he's got to go. He's going to have to kick a point here.
Yeah.
No, another
point. Yeah, good. I like that.
He'd be the top scorer on the ground. Easily the top scorer on the ground.
Yeah.
They get the ball back now. 75 plays 91, 921 plays 14-17. And now they're still in the back half, which is where they want to play it. The sun in their eyes.
Yeah, is this old Croft?
It's old man Croft. 1891 he began playing.
Yeah.
It's hard to imagine, even before we were born.
Remarkably endurable player.
I know. And what's he done here? He's kicked it a long way. Up they fly. Hawks spoil themselves as they have all afternoon.
Ablett.
Come on, Ablett. Boot a goal.
No, behind.
That.
But that's a genuine behind.
True. Maybe there should be a third category. Ablett starting to try and cranking up something here, but he can't find something. Mercifully, it's in the back half of the Hodge with it. Hodge stupidly kicks it out beyond the 50.
Well, now they're out of the comfort zone.
I know. They don't know what to do with it. And there's a kick along the line there, a short kick, but it finds a Hawk there running into position. And still the Hawks...
Take it backwards. They've got to go backwards.
Yeah, now's the time to go backwards. Cyril with the ball now. Cyril and Chapman are confronting each other. Cyril prepared to... Everybody's prepared to stop.
Well, it's slowing it right down.
Everybody's prepared to stop. I've got the ball. I don't have to do anything.
Yeah, here we go. Backwards. Good.
Yeah, now backwards further.
Yeah.
Backwards further. Going the wrong way. He's looking the wrong way, this kid. He doesn't know what to do with it. Out wide it goes. Here's... he got that wrong. Hodge did well. Knocked him down. Guerra up from the back line. Way it goes. Here's a chance. They might go in the forward line here. Caught with the ball. Oh, Lord, that was very generous of the umpire. Caught with the ball. And up over the top it goes. Somebody's got to take a mark here, and does. Otten slipping back, filling a hole. He thinks about handballing it to somebody in worse position than himself. He can't find one, so he has to kick it to somebody in a worse position than himself, and he finds Bloodnut lean.
Bloodnut, yeah, and Bloodnut's been quiet this quarter.
Well, he's quiet since half-time, Bloodnut. Now he's got no one to kick it to.
Well, since that hyper-extension, in all fairness.
Yeah, true.
It slowed him down.
Yeah, it certainly did slow him down. Chapman looks to play on, nothing to play on to. They got no one to take a mark. Mooney unable to do it. They've got to look for somebody on the lead, so he's going to have to go really wide.
But stupidly,
of course, it's all Hawthorn.
Yeah.
So Hawthorn dominating now in the last quarter. Nothing going for no side. Can I put it that way? And back to Guerra in the middle there. And you'd hardly say it was a great advert for the game, would you?
Well, no, you wouldn't, because this is being played at the highest level by the best players at the highest level. Isn't it?
It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's weird. It's really weird.
Which it's hard to believe, really.
I know. It's hard to believe they've trained for 6 months to play.
Well, most of their lives.
Most of their lives, you're right.
Yeah.
Well, since 1891 for one of them. And here's Ablett again. Good play there by Ablett. Got it over with Bateman there. They must have somebody who's more able to... Oh, here he comes.
Here he is.
He's back. He doesn't know who he is or what he's doing or the capital of the Democratic Republic of the Congo, but he's playing football.
All up again,
It's going to be attractive the next 12 minutes, isn't it?
Yeah. Yep.
Boot part one winding down. Hawthorn holding him at the moment with a narrow lead of about 18 points. Have I got that right in the maths? No, I don't think I have.
15 points.
15 points. So it's 3 goals to get it. But no one looks as though they can kick a goal on either side, I must say. I thought it would be a shootout, round the neck, bit high. Ablett with the ball now. Handballs it to somebody in a worse position. Here comes something of a chance. He gets it. Oh,
that's good play.
Come on, Barco. Kick it. Oh,
he left it too long. Left it too late.
It's over. Oh, gee.
Yeah, no. Hopeless. Now, I'm trying to think of the last time Geelong would have found themselves in a fourth quarter behind.
Oh, very good question.
This is uncharted waters for them.
It is.
Maybe.
They don't know where they're going.
They don't know where they're going. They don't know what to do.
No. They don't know. Well, no one on the forward line seems to have any confidence at all.
No.
They're all, it's all with Hawthorn at the moment. It's 12 minutes to go. It's not impossible to kick 3 goals in 12 minutes.
But you've got to have the ball.
You've got to have the ball.
As soon as they have the ball, they give it back.
I know. Somebody has to step up here and lift for Geelong. And you're looking for somebody like, I don't know.
Well, it can't be left to Ablett all the time.
No, you're looking for somebody like Johnson or Corey to do something. Yeah. Corey's had a very quiet
Mooney.
day. Oh, Lord Mooney, don't count on
Well, Mooney's got die written all over him.
He has.
Hasn't he?
He has. Well, we can't because Crowe's got to win the die. I mean,
Well, I think Mooney's pushing him.
Do you reckon?
I do.
Jesus, that's a big call, Roy. There's a shocking pass. Oh, and away they go here. This just doesn't work for them, though, this quick play the ball. They've only got one way to go. Oh, good try.
Almost fell into it.
Yep, almost in the back too, and out of bounds. That's not so bad for Geelong there, but they've not taken it away from these Pats with any confidence.
No.
They need a goal here, I reckon, to put a bit of scare into Hawthorn and give them a bit of hope. Otherwise, it's going to drift away from them. And there it is, tapped away. Here comes somebody with the ball. Ball in again. And always.
Well, when was it last time we saw the Cats get a goal?
Well, a long time ago.
A long time
in
ago.
the third quarter. Haven't got the time on that, but
No,
they're really
a fair while
playing.
ago, yeah.
Both sides have not scored a goal in this quarter.
Well, in all fairness, Hawthorn don't have to.
No, true. They don't have to do anything.
They've just got to chew up time.
They've got to
hold
play
the ball.
50. That's right.
Which is what they're doing brilliantly.
Lord. This must be agony for Cats supporters because no, he's going to kick another point, is he?
No, he's just going to leave it in the 50 there.
Yeah, he just got it out of the 50, one kick out of the 50. They've got a chance here. They can play on here, but he decides not to, predictably enough. That's Lewis. Lewis goes into the middle. It comes off hands. Cats get the ball back, or has he got a free?
It's a soft free.
Yeah, he's got a free there. I didn't see it. Oh, for having your head tied up like that.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
Kick into the forward 50. They got one. Buddy's got one. Okay, Buddy's got a kick. He decides what's he going to do.
He's going to have a shot. He's got it.
I'd say that was the game.
That's the game.
I'd say that was the game. Hawthorn have won the AFL Grand Final.
They have.
Even though there's 10 minutes to go, 97 plays 76.
City homicide, the strip, rush, and the AFL in bed together, making the world a safer place for ordinary citizens and doing their best work right now on Triple J.
And so the mighty team from Geelong, who I think won 2 lots of 15 in a row. I think Mark Thompson, Mitchell Williams is the only coach to coach, was one of the few coaches to coach a side to 15 in a row twice. They lost one match in the year and they produced their worst performance when it mattered most in the grand final.
Well, that's got to be Thompson's call.
Thompson, Mitchell
Johnson.
Yeah, Mitchell Johnson Williams. The fault. We're back in the middle now. I can't see him coming back from here.
Well, they can't. No, given the way they've been played today, I mean, it's just been rubbish.
It's just terrible. I mean, this handballing to people in worse players than you and kicks that don't go anywhere. Got to be a Hawthorn free.
No ability to change up what you're doing.
No change up.
To realise what we're doing is not working and make an adjustment.
They got no moves. They got no players who can inject themselves. They got no pick-up plays. They get another goal here, Hawthorn. And
they deserve it because they've absorbed all that. Well, I was going to say that the Cats have thrown at them, but they haven't thrown much at them.
No, I know. It's been a very sort of ordinary game. Roughead deciding he'd go up the back end and try and soak up a bit of pressure up there. In the ball up now in the forward 50 for the Hawks. Back it goes. They get the ball out of there. Bartlett's had a very quiet day. Oh, Lord, he kicked it straight to a Hawthorn player.
Yeah, this could be a goal.
Yep, it is a goal.
It is a goal.
Another goal. It's 103, plays 76.
And this could really turn into a bath. And this might be the end of this Geelong team.
Is that right?
You know, it's hard to see them trying to climb them out again next year.
It is very hard. I agree. I think that...
You know, we're going to see a back-to-back, a dynasty.
Is that what it's called, a back-to-back?
A back-to-back dynasty.
2 on the trot.
The 2 on the trotter.
Yeah, no, I don't think
we're not
going to
see
that.
that.
I don't think we're going to see that. No, Geelong have given up.
They have given up.
Yeah, they've been dreadful today. I've got to say, there's no spark, no verve.
No.
Sure, you can say the virus of the foot's gone through, Hawthorn, but the virus of the mind has gone through.
Yes. And
sorry,
no, you're absolutely right. And it's easy to play with busted feet than it is with a busted head.
Oh, no, it's easier to play with a busted foot than a busted head. And now there's the Triple J signage, beautifully caught there as comes
here's the ball up.
Vosso. And
good to see a ball up again. I haven't seen all that many of them today.
No. And
let's see, a bit of attack here from Geelong. Well.
Cameron
Mooney, do something.
Yeah, come on, kick it. Kick the ball to somebody who's in a good space to take a mark.
Good one, Mooney.
Yeah, and Stokesy decides to argue with the umpire instead of going up.
Another foot. And mine.
Oh, no, he threw it off. He just got a stinger. That's all right. Oh, that's very good, the Campbell Brown there. And the team from Hawthorn will be delighted by this because, what was it, 1981 the last time?
Yeah, here we go. Is this not even a point? No, just kicked out in the field. Good, beautiful.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Good one, Stokesy. Thanks for coming, Stokesy.
Yeah, no, you can't take that. I don't think Stokes could challenge for the diameter.
No.
I mean, and Rufel, Williams, Thompson.
Well, I tell you what, this could be a rare occasion where Thomas Mitchell Johnson could get, as a coach, get the Dyer. Is that possible?
Oh, wow. I've never thought of that.
No.
It's probably plausible within the rules of the Dyer.
I'm sure.
Of course, I'll have to go and ask the estate because, obviously they look after the Dyer estate and don't let their name Jack Dodd. They're delighted to be associated with the dud of the AFL Grand Final. And Hawthorn have comprehensively outplayed Geelong today.
They have. In every department. They've beaten them in the mind, they've beaten them in the shoes.
Yeah, and they haven't had to go the nut to do it.
No.
And now they're just mucking around here. We're going to see a lot of this backwards
trade. They're toying with their heads now. As you would.
9 minutes to go. You've got to come and get the ball back, and there's no one going to get the ball back. Oh, Harley pushes him in the back. Oh, he's doing it 50. Oh, he's concussed, you idiots. How would he know? He's been under the blanket in the cold room.
Yeah.
Look at it. It's icicles for him.
Oh, yeah, you can swear ruefully. Oh, well, look at him.
He'd like a sandwich, I bet.
Yeah. Because he's wondering where it all went wrong.
I know. That's Ladson now with the ball. He looks to be as though he's a bit sort of, I don't know.
He's weird. Giving it to the crowd, is he?
Yeah, he seems to have done his foot.
Giving the finger to the crowd.
I think so. Done his foot. I've tipped him as the Dyer medalist.
Yeah, look, he hasn't done enough.
No. Hasn't done enough.
Now, come on, Ladson. What's going on? Why are we slowing down here?
He's obviously got a foot problem in the hip.
But I don't know if he's the reason we're slowing down.
Oh,
it looks as if he's waiting around for something else to happen.
Oh, no, something else is happening.
Okay, the fan's been brought out. Gee, you don't often see that, HG.
No, I know. And remember, it's only 14 degrees here. Melbourne today. It's freezing cold. You know, I just as well have bought the duffel coat.
I know. Well, I'm wearing thermals.
Jeez, I thought there was something weird about you. Look, here he is, Ladson with a shot at goal. And now it's starting to be a bit, well, it's not even close really now anymore, is it?
No, it's a blowout.
Yeah, complete blowout. 16 goals to 9. That says it all, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Has he got one?
17.
Oh, yeah, 17 goals to 9. No, it's all over. Yeah. It's all over. Yeah, you don't get often a chance to do this easily.
No.
Well, mainly in AFL Grand Finals, but the rest of the years.
Yeah. And really, for the Geelong, they're going to say to themselves, well, it was so easy to get here, but no, it wasn't.
No.
It's going to be hard. When they turn up for training in a month's time.
Yeah, they'll be thinking,
season 2009. Do we want to do it again?
No, we don't. Yeah. We'll just play. We'll take the money.
Yeah.
The club will think of, 2008 as an aberration.
Yeah.
The score is 9-19, 76, 17-7, 109 on the boot, part 1.
There is never a cold case on the festival of the boot. Operation Chopper's Jacket always gets its man live on Triple J.
And the final dud for 2008 looks like being unearthed in the form of the Geelong Cats. And the Hawthorn team, well, they won it in the second quarter, really, when they were able to defuse all that. Now they've decided to go the nut now. Really silly. That's Lonigan, the bloke without the pancreas. And a beautifully safe mark there in the 50 there, as we see. I think it's
could get a little bit ugly too, actually, because these Geelong blokes, they haven't known defeat for a while.
No. Now, can Rook, what's he like as a kick? Is this gettable? I missed this. I looked over it, trying to have my footy record.
I'd say out of bounds on the full would be the most likely
Fair enough.
outcome.
Fair enough.
But if he did that, that'd be all right.
Well,
He's actually kicked it and silenced the crowd.
Yeah, silence the crowd. Well, that's a bit of respectability. At least it's into the 80s now, 82.
Yeah.
And 109. Well, 7 minutes. Funnier things have happened in football, but I don't think this is going to be a laugh. No, that's true. That's true. It's not going to be funny at all.
No.
So it's 10-22, 82, 17-7, 109.
NCIS, Law and Order and Dexter are rubbish. The AFL is committed to fighting real crime daily. And you can hear the results live on Triple J.
Yes, they'll be getting Y fit during the off-season and, obviously throw. I think that's why he got that goal.
Of course, it was a throw,
Yeah, Hodge, it's all very well. You can, shut up.
Shut up.
Yeah,
Just shut up.
shut up. Shut up. That's good captaincy there from
Excellent
Hodge.
captaincy.
Yeah, excellent.
Well, the main job of a captain is to tell stupid players to shut up.
That's true. That's true. Into the forward line now. Can they get Buddy on the end of this one? No, they can't.
No.
Oh, they might be able to.
Held off it.
Oh, yeah, held off it, Buddy. God, he could go close to the Franklin. He's got that goal.
Well, that's true.
Do you know what I reckon he was shagging last night?
Of course he
You know
was.
what I mean?
He would have been shagging this morning.
Yeah, I was supposed to say shagging on the bus on the way to the ground.
Well, at half-time he probably had a shag.
He would have had one in the coldie. And there they go play on. They found a play. But the players, God, it's so much agony. Now he's giving the ball up. Now he's pulled off it. And Hawthorn get it back. No, they don't. Geelong are in there to try to get it away. The Geelong's still there. Throw the ball away one way. But they come away with it, Hawthorn. They hang on to it. And I think it might be
Well, they could go all the way here. They go all the way. There's no one up there. Just have a shot.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes, too easy. Take your time. Savour it. Enjoy it.
There. That's right. Roughhead here with the ball.
Yeah, Roughhead.
It's been a great result for Hawthorn people, and Jeff Kennedy will be delighted. Of course, Tasmania will be delighted.
Tasmania will be going off.
And won't Dermy and Dipper be pleased, because it was a bloodbath, really, wasn't it?
Yeah, it wasn't a bloodbath. I mean, they were so right.
Though 20 people carted off in the first quarter.
Yeah.
All needed up, and then back they come. It's just fantastic, isn't it? It's been a great ad for Australian rules football, isn't it? Sure, the quality of the play's been shit-outs.
Yeah,
but the rest of it's just been fantastic.
Yeah. And we've seen some bad finals
we've seen some shocking.
haven't we?
Remember 89? How terrible that was?
That was
No, Hawthorn might have won that one as well.
Yeah,
and
they did.
Now this is really starting to get embarrassing for the whole AFL, the code, and especially for the people. I mean, how'd you be in the car park knowing you've got to drive down to Geelong today?
Yeah.
Just imagine that. You'd probably book into a hotel in town and save it for another day.
Well, I suppose there'll be some sort of reception for the blokes back at the clubhouse tonight.
There would be. There'd have to be, yes. And so we've got about another 6 minutes to go. Hawthorn completely up.
Well, they've done it for Croft,
They have. They've done it for Croft. Won't he feel great? I mean, he's had everything. He's won the Brownlow. He's been Hank Bolger in an award-winning TV series.
And now he's a grand finalist.
Yeah, now he's a what do they call it? He could be Norm Smith too.
Well, Norm Smith, that will be interesting.
Yeah. Isn't it sad that they don't...
Bateman would be in with a chance.
Well, I suppose so. I must say, can I just say the thing that I am always disappointed with is the Dyer isn't presented as part of the
I know. That'll happen.
Yeah.
That'll happen. And I tell you what, Stuart Dew would have got himself a couple of points.
I don't know. He's actually kicked a point, has he? Oh, no. What happened there? Kicked the point,
Yeah, right.
Sorry, the steam's gone out of the game, ladies and gentlemen. We're starting to have a few drinks, and here's somebody on crutches with that foot problem.
Yeah, but he's a grinner.
Yeah, he's a grinner. I think that might be Crady, diamedalist.
Oh, the diamedalist.
Yeah, look.
Well, that's why he's so happy, I suppose.
I know.
He's not going to be totally empty-handed.
No, he's going away with something, a busted foot and a diamedal. I mean, you couldn't wish for more.
No.
And now they're in the...
Well, he must have thought he would have been not on for long enough to get the die.
Oh, no, he was on for long enough to get the die. And now they're away. Hodge again. Oh, Trick, he's going to have to have him free. He's got it. Come on, rookie. Play the game. I mean, what's going on here?
Rook. Well,
now he's got foot virus. Oh, Lord.
Look at them all. It's gone through everyone.
I know. It's starting to get silly, isn't it, the foot virus?
Yeah.
He's out there so he can run on.
Well, I tell you what, the good thing is, even if you've got a busted foot, you can still have a beer.
Yeah, certainly.
It's not as if busted jaw, that can put you off your beer and you've got to have it dripped.
Well, I tell you, Bateman might have trouble getting one in with that tightness of the bandage, but he could always take it in through the nose, could he, on the straw? I mean, you've got to have a beer. I mean, it's grand final day. I don't know who the Norm Smith would go to. I mean, I think Hawthorn have been very even. I reckon, one of the back players have to, because they've engineered this brilliant new way of playing.
Yes.
And I wouldn't be surprised if, Hodge or Mitchell or somebody like that.
Hodge, maybe, yeah.
Because, I think.
Cyril Rioli's done enough.
Well, Cyril, yeah, but, again, an attacking player, he didn't pioneer this new look
No, he
game
didn't.
That's played in the back 50.
No, he didn't, but he broke their hearts, Cyril did.
He did. Cyril did break their hearts. You wouldn't consider Varco for the guy, would you? He stayed out there a long time.
Oh, he has been out there.
He's done everything almost wrong.
He's done everything abysmally. He's fulfilled all the charter requirements for the dive.
That the estate laid down. Look at that. That's a brilliant kick from Selwood. God, he made it hard for Lonnie.
He did. But this bloke...
Out of bounds?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Out of bounds. Sure. 83 plays 115. Roy, what's the maths there? It's about 17 and 15. It's 32 points. 32 points. It's not going to come back from here. And here's Lonigan. Might be able to add a tiny bit of respectability to the score. Yes, he does so. He does. Goal 89 plays 115 as the embers of the boot part 1 are virtually extinguished.
This is Operation Boot, rooting out football failure on your crime, and more crime network, Triple J.
Of course, when they blow, Roy, it's hard to, obviously maintain interest continually in it. Neither side, you'd have to say, is trying very hard. Geelong are completely gone. And, obviously Hawthorn are just going through the motion. There's no intensity in this. Wouldn't be surprised if neutral people are leaving. Have you had a chance to observe that in the crowd?
Yes, a lot of people are leaving, tearing up their tickets, tearing up their footy records, that sort of thing. Yeah, understandable. They've been dudded again by the AFL, who promised so much. And I've got to say, this final series has been an appalling one for White. I forget what the closest score was. Varco there tripped, I would have thought, or driven into the ground. He hasn't got the ball, but it's still lying on him. I think the closest one was something like 40 points, and we've got another getting close to that. Yeah, we are, yeah.
They've all been lopsided.
Yeah. But that seems to be the modern trend, for the last 100 years.
Well, 150 years. They've all been duds except for 89, which is great. Oh, Lord. Oh,
good one.
What the hell was that, Chapman? Oh, make it hard for Gary Ablett. Lord, Chapman, that was terrible.
Yeah, Chapman's...
There's got to be a story.
I tell you what, you could give out a few dyers here.
No, I don't think you can.
I know you can't, but you could. If they said in the chat, all right, the 10 worst players can earn a dyer. Well, we'd have no trouble picking them.
We certainly wouldn't have any trouble getting 10 together. This has just been, like I say, an appalling standard. And he's given a 3 here, hurled in the ruck.
It's been a smorgasbord of incompetence.
Incompetence. That's great. Hawthorn going again. Stay on your feet. That's Croft. Wouldn't it be great if Croft got a goal?
It'd be beautiful to see old Croft put
He's got one already, but, it'd be great to see him get another one. Here he's on to Rook. Rook now goes wide with his short kicks and horrible handballs. It's all been forgettable. And you know what? Tomorrow in the morning paper, do you think I'm going to read about it? Am I going to be bothered? Looking that up and seeing...
Oh, beautiful. Gets better and better.
Am I going to read about it? Let's say somebody like, Mike Sheehan writes a column.
Yes.
How I was gutted. Dyer medalist goes to the wrong player. That sort of thing. There were 40 others who could have done it.
Yeah.
It's
Well, I tell you what, the Sydney Swans must be watching. I suppose they'd be watching. They might have lost interest by now. But they'd be looking at this and thinking, well,
why couldn't we do
We're
this?
not as bad as them.
No, I know. I accept that.
And I think they're not as bad as them.
No. Can I just say, they're not as bad as either side?
No, well, that's true.
That's the weird thing is that you'd have to... Come on, Milburn, give us
Why
one.
does
If you haven't done that? No, we near it.
Why does the grand final so often bring out the worst in both teams?
I know. You'd have to say that you'd probably go back for a point now. I think that's what I'd do, given that they've pioneered this new way of playing. Oh, Lord, there he goes out wide. Haven't got anything here. wouldn't be surprised if they give Buddy a run in the ball. They've got about 2 minutes to go. The agony can't continue that much longer. I beat it out on the fuller this often. Oh, that's right, fall over, Bateman.
Fall over, yeah, good on the ball. He's a bit of a showboater, man.
Oh, he's a great showboater. Yeah, I think he's dyed the hair for the day.
Yeah, he would have.
You know, he's a blood nut, as most people know. Sort of dyed the hair. Another kick, they're all pulling.
Oh, this is good. Take it back into the 50. That's
yeah, go on,
what we
kick
want
backwards.
to see.
Yeah, come on, Mitchell. Come on, you're the skip, Mitch.
Come on, Mitch, take it back. Lead from the front.
Yeah, come on, you can't do this. You can't look up forward.
Boring.
He's very wide there. And won't Dipper and Dermy be pleased? I know we mentioned them earlier, but, you know, the violence, the excessive drinking, I mean, it's all them. And the way the game's played, you know,
Well, Derby, they'd have to go to the
busted
clubhouse.
noses.
They'd be at the clubhouse tonight. They'd have the drinks lined up on the bar.
They'd be pouring. And it's 89 plus 115. And I reckon Hodge is going to get the Norm Smith now. I'm firming on Hodge as the Norm Smith medalist. This guy's played well, though. I reckon he's played really well.
He has played well.
He's played well in the final series. He came good in the last 6 weeks. And here we have Osborne, who hasn't had a great day today, but he's kept them going all year. Osborne.
And he's going backwards at the right time.
Exactly, perfect. And Hodge there with the ball. I'd love to know how many possessions Hodge...
And he's
Hodge
going
goes
back as
backwards
well. That's beautiful.
That's great. That's fantastic.
Love
and
him,
Guerra's had a good day too. He's
worked harder than anyone.
He's scored more points than anybody else in the history of the game.
Yeah.
And Clarkson there. I mean, you'd have to say that...
Well, Clarkson's... I think
genius.
A genius.
An absolute genius. Playing the whole game in the back 50.
Yes.
In your 50 is
Yes.
just incredible. And look, here he goes into the square. But now the kick backwards is the one that we want to see. The game is almost over. We've got 30 seconds to go in the boot part one. Hawthorn, deserved winners here today. Very hard to win it back-to-back. Makes you realise how good Brisbane were when they did it three times all those years ago. This is not a team, Geelong, that you could bank on coming back next year. I mean,
we've seen the best of them, and it was good. We saw the best of them last year.
It was very good. And I'd have to say is that almost any team could beat Hawthorn, I reckon.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? Swans, whoever you like to name, Western Bulldogs could probably beat them if they played them again.
Yes.
Completely different match.
Well, that's the funny thing. You get the feeling there's only one team in the world that couldn't have beat Hawthorn today. Couldn't have beat Geelong today. That's Hawthorn.
That's right, his buddies. Dropping the ball, buddy. Incorrect disposal, I would have thought. Ref, umpire. Yes, now Taylor, he's had a shocking day. He's going to get paid. There it is.
There it is.
Hawthorn win the AFL Grand Final in the boot part one. Sorry it petered out, but it got away from us at the end. Geelong 11-23, just not good enough for the Hawthorn team. 18-7, the score at the end. 89 points played, 115, and Geelong shattered.
Hello, you are cracking crime Aussie style with those two old Ds who don't mind putting big bolts through the nuts in search of truth here on Triple J. This is the Festival of the Boot Part 1, Episode 2008. Sit down, you are rocking the boat. The AFL Grand Final, live on Triple J.
Well, Roy, these great pictures of the final moments of the AFL Grand Final in 2008 brought to you courtesy of, obviously, look, it was a disappointing game, really. I mean, obviously, take nothing away from the winners, Hawthorn. They did really well. But Geelong, I mean, they left their best game on the bus, didn't they?
They did. I mean, you could take any of their games. Even the game they lost this year, they played better than they did today.
Yes.
I mean, they really pulled one out of the bottom drawer, didn't they? None of them knew they had. But they did have it in them. I mean, it really was a lesson. And I hope students will look at this down the track, over the years, and see that as a great example of incompetence, of stupidity, and team failure.
Well, 2005 they had a very bad year, and they sort of revisited that this year. 2006 they did okay. 2007, of course, they won, and this year they've been easily the worst performance from them this year.
Without doubt. Yeah.
And in fact,
it takes a special coach who can bring out the worst in a team just at the wrong time.
It does. When you go through the lineup, Roy, you know, you've got Crawford. Wasn't it great to see him do something? Brad Sewell, Robert Campbell, Brent Greer.
Well, I'm seeing that as a fairy tale.
Indeed. Now, Brent Greer pioneered the new way of playing football in your own 50 all the time. Trent Crowe, obviously Dyer medalist. I think we can announce that now.
Yes, we can.
He went off with a busted foot after doing nothing, and therefore obviously collects the Dyer medal, and you know, this a very moving night. Moving presentation to which everyone's invited. Stephen Gillam, you know, probably did enough to deserve, you know, getting the jumper for the day. Grant Birchall did well. Luke Hodge played particularly well, and I suspect he'll be Norm Smith medalist. Rick Gladson, unsighted, got a nice goal when needed, and probably the winning goal. Jordan Lewis, much the same really. Sam Mitchell played very well. The skipper did a couple of silly things, but that's what you expect from a Hawk skipper. Chance Bateman, very good early until he got the Crimea Wall look, and then obviously had a wild recovery. Pearship, Cyril, very good all afternoon.
Cyril was great.
Made the most of opportunities, a couple of goals. Lance Franklin, obviously thinking about rooting more than football these days, got a couple of goals. Michael Osborne, a good link player, had a lot of kicks. Campbell Brown, very good. Jared Ruffhead, 2 goals, but not a great game from Ruffhead, as in, you know, wasn't dominant either end. Mark Williams played very well when the game was had to be won and got 2 goals that kept him in it. Stuart Dew came on and got a couple of lovely goals, even though he's the fattest man ever to play the game, apart from the galloping gasometer Mick Nolan. Xavier Ellis got the first goal, I think, and got us underway. Brent Renouf, not sure. Clinton Young had a very good game for very limited time. In the first quarter was pretty much square. 33 played 32 with Geelong in front. In the second half, it's really where Geelong lost it. They managed to kick 9 points and 1 goal to take them to 48. On the other hand, Hawthorn kicked 3 goals, 1 to take them to 51 points. The third quarter continued the shambolic Geelong attack on the AFL Grand Final. They managed to kick 3-6, while that was a quarter that did very well for Hawthorn. They managed to kick 6-2, very good. And so the scores at three-quarter time, 72 and 8 to 89. It blew out a little bit in the last bit with the Cats only getting 2 goals and yet another 5 points. A lot of these were rushed, of course, by Guerra, who had pioneered this new game of playing in the back half. And then the Hawks managed to scoot away with 4 goals, 2 in the final quarter. And as we see some very, 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 very slow-motion pictures on the monitors here at the MCG. Roy,
well, this is the super slow-mo, isn't it? That really does show you the emotion up close of old Croft.
Old man Croft goes out of winner.
But, I mean, the disappointing thing about this, of course, is that Croft might think, oh, well, I might give it another go.
Yeah, well, maybe he will. Because wouldn't it be great if you got a premiership medal and the Dyer medal?
The following year. I don't think that's ever been done.
It's never been done, no.
Although Hall might have been close.
Yeah, but Hall got the Dyer medal in both
in the winning
years.
team, that's right, and that's unheard of.
Although Crode got the Dyer medal.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. Setting a bit of a trend. So it's not impossible to win and get the Dyer medal.
No.
Usually have to do something fairly special for it, though. And here these kids again being exposed to the violence of grown men, and I'm not sure that that's
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure about it. You know, I mean, I don't want to draw too much attention to it, but I think the AFL have to look at it and stamp it out. Roy, obviously there'll be presentations, and I don't know where we go from here with that. It was a great game for about the first half, really, wasn't it?
Well, it was, because it was tight and it was close, and you got the feeling that people were trying. But when people give up, I think that's when crowds, you know, want to leave the ground, hop in their cars
and go home. Can you just ask what this meant from Tasmania's perspective?
Oh, look, I think it's put Tasmania right on the map, isn't it? I mean, what a sound investment in Paul Lennon. I mean, he'd be
genius,
really. I mean,
here's Tom Harley. Don't know whether we can take Tom Harley's thoughts, can we?
Fantastic, I think you say.
I got knocked out.
Thanks very much to the Hawthorn. That was just great. Disappointing. Upset. The jokes. Didn't do nothing right.
And the weird thing is, I had a good speech prepared for winning. One for lose. No, that's right. And he worked the mic beautifully, didn't he? Every word he said. And I think this might be Craig Willis who's going to dish out the baubles.
He's very professional. You can't get kids media bloody literate too early these days, can you?
No. That's true. It does take a while. But it might be Williams there. And here's Ray Shaw going to present.
Oh, Ray.
And this is, what's Ray doing here? Yes, he had up, he could have been Collingwood. Let's have a look at what Ray Shaw's got to say. got the Norm Smith medal. Yes, that's Cook. There's Cook. They've got the Norm Smith medal, and sadly, you know, in future we'll be working with 2 medals, the Norm Smith and the gold.
Expecting that.
He's done very well.
Expecting to win. He woke up thinking, oh, it's just been me down.
Yeah, just got treated like any other, and all of a sudden it's the Norm Smith medals.
Yeah. I hope he thanks Tasmania.
He should.
Be fit at Tasmania.
And again, he's got beautiful mic technique there. It's always wise, I don't mean to give people advice, but if you're ever caught in this position, to turn away from them.
Yeah, here's the boys and here's the...
And they're now going to get pissed. It's guys. Well, that's pretty well got it all the way through now, and it's been a terrific day. And Roy, any parting thoughts on the football season? I mean, obviously your highlights over the year, Barry Hall's tremendous work on Brent Staker.
Yeah.
And I did say, I felt that the commentators stated the bleeding obvious better in 2008 than any other year.
Well, that's true. And I think we can see now there's been a push, and there's been a lot of talk about this, I know, that the new season should start 1 week after the grand final. And I think there's a lot... It's a compelling case, really, isn't it? Because I'd love to... I'd be queuing up now for a ticket to round 1 if either of these 2 teams were involved.
Yeah, look, that's right, who wouldn't? There's Roughhead getting the medal. And look, the other thing is, I'm just wondering if I can seed an idea here now, which will take to the AFL, of what we call the flickering flame of football. And what I suggest is that, say, somebody like Glenn Archer come out about now and kick a footy covered in petroleum jelly from one side of the ground or one end of the ground to the other, where it lobs in a wheeling bin of, say, some slow-burning liquid like paraffin or, you know...
Have a torch
there while the football isn't on. And maybe a countdown. So it would remind people going to the cricket to watch that over there. Oh, that's the flickering flame of football.
Yeah, what a good idea.
Just a little button off.
No, that's a lovely idea.
And as these players getting their... medals, it's been tremendous to be able to call this and this match. I mean, I wouldn't have missed it for quids. It was such a great game. So there is footy heads, the AFL Grand Final, cracked, boxed and buried. Congratulations to the team from Hawthorn, the Wee and the Pooh, winning another flag for the first time since 1991 and taking the flag, the AFL flag, home to Hawthorn in 2008. The tune, I think, was 26 points at the final score. 11-23-89, 18-7, 115. But the match was virtually won by three-quarter time when the Hawks were at least, 18 points in front and no one was doing nothing. Congratulations, Captain Sam Mitchell. Congratulations, Coach Alan Clarkson. Congratulations, President Jeffrey Kennett. Ladies and gentlemen, as we see Shane Crawford coming up and getting his premiership medal, ladies and gentlemen, the Boot Part 1 is always tinged with sadness as we realise, as Roy was just saying, no one will be dobbing Sherrins about in anger for 6 months at least. That festering hole in your life you'll have to fill up with other activities of your own creation. Hopefully most of it will involve liquid consumption. As we sign off from this magnificent stadium on this one day in September, we do remind you to join us for the Boot Part 2 next Sunday night, the Rugby League Grand Final. And as I leave you today, can I thank on behalf of a grateful nation, Nina Agzarian on the buttons and the boards, the voice of football, King Wally Otto in the soundproof booth, and the man who played centre-half back for the Collie Amberley under-18s for 15 years, Dare Jennings on the stats and scoreboards, and my colleague in football, the man with a big grin as he goes the grope rampaging, Roy Slaven. And a big thanks to Australia for simply taking an interest in the caper. We leave you to whoop it up across the nation with a simple reminder that Triple J is Spot. Bye now.
So there it is, criminologists and TV crime aficionados. Another baffling AFL case, cracked, boxed and buried. And what a show! This 2008 episode of Blood and Bone. Sit down, you are rocking the boat. And the lot, the twists, the turns, the suspense, the madness of crime. And what about that incredible ending? The obvious and simplest of mistakes were made by criminals who desperately want to be caught and punished. These simple stuff-ups reveal the complete failure that led to the undoing of a whole season's attempt to be successful. The lesson: football crime does not pay. This 150th presentation of the Festival of the Boots was proudly brought to you by UNICEF, the Lehman Brothers Bank, Frosty the Hood Motors, the makers of Fuzzy Fruits, and new Old Melbourne town, Bexley. If you enjoyed tonight's top-rating action, join us next Sunday night for another case plucked from the annals of football failure when the Festival of the Boots presents the birth of humanity in the Boots Part 2, the Rugby League Grand Final, live on Triple J. See you then, sports lovers. Couch potatoes, Colonel Mustard, and Professor Plum.